Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
How's it going, folks? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Let me go ahead and get started. This is episode number 371. Number 371 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please follow me on Twitter, folks. And let me tell you, if you were following me on Twitter this morning, all right, and you partake in any of the market investing, I was literally giving away money in the stock tips that I was giving out this morning on Twitter. I mean, I'm not joking around. I mean, seriously. I mean, I was putting my stock prowess on display for the world to see, and I sincerely hope at least some of you took advantage of some of the data that I was giving out there. And even if you were not taking part in it, I hope that you were at least taking notes and understanding the strategies and understanding the ideas, the plays in which one can take part in the market and actually capitalize. All right? So as I stated, folks, once again, I'm telling you, I mean, I gave away money this morning on Twitter, for Christ's sake. I'm not joking around. I'm not joking around, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, it's not even fair. I mean, seriously, just think about it. If I did that crap every day, I would be putting everybody in Wall Street out of business. I'm talking about all the financial advisors. I'm talking about all these people that are like, just give your whole life savings to me, and I'll make sure to be able to invest it properly to give you a nice retirement. Are you kidding me? I mean, I am putting on display where you can take charge of your own investing. You can take charge of your own money, your own capital, your own net worth, and carve out your own destiny, folks. All right? I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, folks, the Twitter name to follow is Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. I'm not kidding around, folks. I mean, look back. I mean, let me tell you, you know how many followers I got of actual traders, investment bankers, I mean, legit people that are in the investment community that are following me around. You want to know why they're following me around? Because they know I'm making money and they know whatever I'm saying makes money. You understand that? And they want a piece of it. You understand that? They don't even have to go out and think about it. These people are getting paid probably, who the hell knows how much they're getting paid? And here I am, I'm shooting pearls out here, and these people aren't stupid. They're like, you know what? I mean, why am I going to have to go out and think? This guy knows what he's talking about. He's out here giving it away, for Christ's sake. He's helping me do my job better. Well, let me tell you something right now. I'm teaching this to everybody. I'm giving out the free information because I want to create capitalists. Do you understand that? I want to create capitalists. That's the whole objective of this particular broadcast, folks, and that's why I do it. For no other reason other than to create capitalists. Now, let's go ahead and get to the markets, shall we? And let me tell you, we're going to make it a free format edition after the markets. The WikiLeaks has released another set of Podesta emails. This is Podesta email set 4 and 5 released today, folks. So I'm telling you, I mean, there is some juicy details being unearthed in these particular batches, and it's just going to keep coming. I mean, didn't I say it was going to keep up? Didn't I say it? Jesus Christ, when I say it, you better know that 9.99 times out of 10, it's going to be something there. You understand that? Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and get to the markets because it was a helter-skelter day on the markets, to say the least. Now, first and foremost, I found it rather odd that the futures, the Dow futures today, were showing. All right, and showing a negative for some reason. I don't know why the futures were showing negative, but they were showing negative. I saw a few plays that I could potentially go after. Earnings were coming out today, folks. That's why whenever you're going to try to make some plays to gain some liquidity on a day's trading session, you always want to look at the earnings, who's releasing earnings, who has a potential decent balance sheet or is poised to beat the street's expectations. A lot of due diligence, a lot of work that you have to do there. That's why you have to have a multi-screen setup. You have to be able to type up news and be able to read it at a very, very fast level, fast capacity. You want to be able to look at charts. You want to be able to take a look at 52-week ranges. You want to take a look at balance sheets. These are the kinds of things that you want to look at a very, very fast, rapid pace to be able to make a decent play. All right? I mean, a decent play. Now, what we saw here is we saw a weird, just a fledgling day throughout the markets. It was just fledgling. It was on the decrease side most of the morning, and then all of a sudden they wanted to just kind of creep back up into somewhat of the positive side, fledgling all day. And, of course, people in the investment community were out there waiting for the Federal Reserve to release their minutes, giving the investment community a gauge on whether or not the Federal Reserve is going to raise interest rates. I mean, that's the whole trillion-dollar question, isn't it? And, folks, I particularly believe that they were going to kick the can down the road, but if you take a look at the minutes, I don't know why initially the market reacted positive. You see, this is what I'm telling you, that the investment community doesn't even understand their ass from their elbow. Because when I first read the minutes, and you can look back on my Twitter account, I said, whoa, I don't think this is very good news. Watch your positions. And then what did you see? You see this dramatic increase, for Christ's sake, in the equities market like a bunch of buffoons out here. All right? And the reason is because they didn't really read the goddamn minutes. These are these idiots that are like, oh, hey, Charlie, did they increase the rates? No, I don't think they increased the rates, so let's go in the equities market and let's buy. And that's literally what the hell we saw. I mean, look at that chart. Look at the chart of the Dow Jones Industrials, for heaven's sake. It's ridiculous. Right after the Fed, and let me tell you, the Federal Reserve released their minutes 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern, and look at that chart. I mean, it literally, these idiots interpreted those minutes as a positive. Folks, the minutes read that every Federal Reserve governor was split on whether or not necessarily if to raise interest rates, but when and how much to raise them. I mean, I read this as a negative right when I saw it, and yet you saw these idiots in the investment community for whatever reason. Let me tell you, I hope that you capitalized on that because, I mean, that was very brief. Did you see that? Did you see how brief that was? It went increased in the equities markets, and then all of a sudden people started realizing, hey, wait a minute. They kept rates down today, But they're thinking about at the end of the year. They're thinking about December. I mean, good God, man. I mean, the uncertainty and the incompetence in the modern-day investor is reflected in the damn Dow Jones Industrial, NASDAQ, and the S&P charts. I mean, just take a look around. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. These idiots started interpreting this as good news. And I mean, just check my Twitter account. I was like, what are these idiots thinking? I guess they're interpreting it as positive. But, folks, that's not exactly what happened, is it? I mean, we ended up at the day, far from the highs that we saw throughout the morning leading into the Federal Reserve releasing their minutes. And then, of course, it took that spike, and then it just went tumbling down. And right now, folks, I mean, you've got modest gains on all indexes right now. The Dow Jones Industrials, after all that hoopla, drama, misinterpreting of the Federal Reserve minutes, anticipation for the Federal Reserve minutes, the freaking Dow Jones Industrials is up modestly at 15.54 points, a percentage increase of 0.09%, closing out the Dow Jones Industrials at 18,144.20 points. Just take a look at the Dow, folks. That'll tell you the volatility in the market. And when I was talking this morning on Twitter trying to give people plays, let me go ahead and pull that up on the screen here. I was trying to tell people to get in on dips on certain plays and giving people opportunities to understand how to be able to make these plays if you want to gain some liquidity in the market. All right? I mean, if you go down to this morning, I was talking about a few stock plays here. One of them was CUDA. That was that's the symbol CUDA. I mean, literally, folks, you could have traded this all day today. Literally. I mean, look at the chart on this. I mean, you could have traded this all day today and made liquidity after liquidity. I'm telling you, I'm not joking around. I mean, it's unbelievable, for Christ's sake, man. Unbelievable. Could have traded this all day today to make liquidity, and that's what I was trying to tell people. I was trying to tell people where the dips were in that particular stock so that you can go ahead and buy in. You know what I'm saying? And then it just goes up about 2%, 3%, then you get out, and then it goes down another 2 or 3%, you get in, and then it bumps back up to another 2 or 3%, then you get out. I mean, that's what you do. That's how you gain liquidity, baby. And if you weren't playing that stock today, I mean, that was a stock to play with today, to say the least. A lot of folks were taking advantage of it. I mean, just based on the volume, folks, the volume. I mean, it was just, the last time I saw the volume on the shares traded, it was like 7 million shares traded or something of that nature before I got out of the stock. That means 7 million shares exchanging hands here on this particular stock. And look, the reason that this was so lucrative and I was so adamant about it is because it's a fairly decently priced stock for individual investors that may just have about $500 in their account. $700 to $200. This was a $25 a share stock. You could be able to get enough shares in here and be able to go in and out, and especially if you have a used stock trade account or something of that equivalent to where, the trading cost or maybe $1 a trade, so on and so forth, you can make some major money just going in and out of one particular share. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, it's about keeping it simple. These are the kind of plays you want to look for. And you want to be able to research these things and be able to see these things. That's why you got to get up in the morning. That's why, folks, I'm always up early in the morning, no matter how late I am up in the nighttime. I am up in the morning, and I'm out here looking for these plays. I mean, because, look, no one's going to give you this money, all right? I mean, that's what people think. People think that, well, you mean to tell me if I just throw this money in the stock market just going to give me money? No. You've got to find it, boy. Do you understand that? That's why we call it capitalism. That's why we call it capitalism, baby. Nobody's going to give you a damn thing. No one's going to give you a damn thing. So once again, folks, I am strongly advising everybody to be able to trade on a consistent level to where you can go in and out of shares and you don't have to have the legal $25,000 in the brokerage account to be able to, quote, day trade or high-frequency trade. I strongly advise you, folks, the letter U, stocktrade.com. They're not paying me to say it. This is not an advertisement. I am saying this because we need to promote these services that are allowing everyday, average working people, budding capitalist entrepreneurs to be able to invest in the market and not have to put a tremendous amount of money into it, and allow them to be able to utilize whatever their initial investment is to be able to make enough capital to make it bigger. I mean, this is what the big boys are doing out here at Wall Street. And you see, that's the kind of advice right now I'm giving on Twitter here whenever I'm up in the morning, is I want people to go in and out of shares so that they can gain some of that liquidity. Remember, I've always talked about that it's not fair that the average everyday American person, especially in this precarious economy, cannot go and have the tools of everyday day traders, high-frequency traders. It's not fair. What, the liquidity is just there for them? Like they're the exclusive ones, for Christ's sake? You could use some money. You know what I mean? You could use some capital. And why not? And that's why I'm trying to tell people these are the type of plays you got to worry about. These are the kind of plays you got to think about. Now, one other play I wanted to talk about today that I tweeted about was Humana. Now, for you folks that are unaware, okay, Humana, for whatever reason, halted trading today. And look, I don't really even know what the news was on Humana, but typically when they halt the trading on any stock, they're doing so to prevent something negative from happening. So my gut told me, and look, I tweeted this. I tweeted this as it happened. You can look back in the Twitter timeline there. I tweeted that they have halted. They've halted trading on Humana. See, Humana's stock was down 0.1% prior to the trading halt. News pending. And then I put, is this a potential short on the tweet? All right. Now, you know, me and my gut, I'm thinking, hey, it's got to be negative. Let's go ahead and short some of these sons of bitches, all right? I doubt it's going to be a pop, all right? So I go, as soon as the damn thing starts trading again, because for whatever reason it halted, look, in my experiences in the market, when they halt trading, it's not good, all right? So anyway, I hold some shorts out here, which you cannot do on stock trade, folks. I have to go to another broker to do that. And pay a little more, but still. I shorted these shares, meaning that I'm going to make money as low as it goes. So the lower the stock goes, whatever the stock decreases, that's the money that goes into my pocket. All right? And as soon as it started trading, believe it or not, I got in at a small, like a flash pop. All right? I actually got it on the plus side. And then this son of a bitch started nosediving. It nosedived 5% within like 3 or 4 minutes, all right? I mean, it nosedived 5% within 3 or 4 minutes, okay? And then secondly, once I started sensing that there was a resistance at 5%, that's why I said, you know what, I'm going to get the hell out of here. I got out of there at about 4.5% on the decrease side. Quick, easy money shorting, baby. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, for the folks that are across the pond, I also recommend eToro for you folks that can't partake in the letter U, stocktrade.com. eToro is good for my fellow brethren from across the pond that are in Europe, all right? Similar type of platform. It actually has a lot more financial instruments that you can do.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can seem intense. Like breakup R&B intense.
I thought you said you loved the sweater that I got you. If you didn't, you could have told me.
Geico makes it easy. Just go to Geico.com anytime to update or check your policy without all the extra drama.
I even had a gift receipt.
Anyway, anyway, folks, once again, man, I mean, it was just a great day in the market in the morning. Then the Federal Reserve came along, and, folks, I don't know what the hell got into the market, but I hope that you all got in on that humongous ride to the top, and then it was just a dramatic fall, baby. I mean, these investors don't know crap. I mean, look at the charts, man. Anyway, let's get the S&P 500. Look, I'm sorry for tooting my own horn on these stocks that I recommended as it relates to this morning's tweets, folks. But let me tell you, man, I'm giving away money on these things. And if you've got yourself some kind of an account, I strongly recommend, if I'm ever doing this again, to possibly pay it some attention, all right? Possibly pay it a little bit of attention, because I guarantee you, these investment community people, these bankers, these people that are part of some funds out here are following me on Twitter because they know I'm not some chump, all right? They know what I'm saying is the actual truth. As a matter of fact, I'm probably perplexing them on how unbelievably dominant and how I've got the stock market beat. I mean, it's amazing. It should be illegal being this good in the stock market. I'm serious. It should be illegal, but it isn't. But you want to know why? I capitalize, baby. Why do you think I could do what I can do? I could do whatever I want. I mean, that's why I love my life. You understand that? I mean, look at this. I got Macallan right now. Macallan Scott single malt, age 15 years right here, baby. You understand that? Here, cheers. If I want to go right now into this show and go to the nearest steakhouse out here and have myself a goddamn $150 steak, I could do whatever I want. I mean, that's the beauty about being a capitalist, man. I mean, that's why I'm trying to convince everybody out there to be capitalists, all right? And look, I'm not trying to say that the stock market is the only way to make money. I'm just saying, as a capitalist, you want to try to use every avenue possible to be able to make capital, to be able to make money. You understand that? I'm serious. I mean, that's why I'm trying to tell everybody, man, you can carve out your own destiny. The only person that is prohibiting you from doing so is you. As I've always stated, you should never believe that things are going to happen to you, you know, that you have some kind of faith that, it's going to happen to me. It's going to happen. Yeah, I'm going to get rich. It's just going to happen. No, it's not. No, it's not, for Christ's sake, man. I'm serious. I mean, it is not going to happen. You, just as well as every other potential capitalist, has to go out and you got to make things happen. You've got to make things happen, man. No one's going to spoon feed you. No one's going to say,
"Oh, Billy, do you want us to give you some profits? Is that it? You want us to give you some profits? Here's some profits for you, okay? And go brag to your friends that you made them yourself, okay? Is that what you want?"
It's not going to happen, all right? It's not going to happen. So anyway, folks, with that being said, let me go through the rest of the markets, man. I'm just trying to spark synapses in the brains of capitalists throughout the world. Anyway, let's get in the S&P 500, shall we? S&P 500 closed upside modestly. I mean, even after weird helter-skelter activity, it was up 2.45 points, a percentage increase of 0.11%. Closing out the S&P at 2,139.18 points for the S&P 500. And, folks, the NASDAQ closed on the downside, all right? It was down 7.77 points, ironically. Percentage decrease of 0.15% decrease on the day, closing out the NASDAQ at 5,239.02 points for the NASDAQ composite. As I stated, folks, it doesn't even make any sense. You could tell these investors, they don't know what the hell to do. They don't know their ass from their elbow. They don't know how to read the Federal Reserve minutes. As I interpreted the Federal Reserve minutes, folks, it was a divided board of governors. You had some of the Federal Reserve wanting to kind of hold off on the interest rate hikes, but potentially thinking about it next year. You've got some people wanting to pull the plug on it now and raise interest rates now. You've got some others that actually want to wait, and then once they raise interest rates, they want to put it at like freaking 5 to 10% or some kind of garbage like that, man. Something ridiculous as that. So that's why I'm saying, folks, I did not read positivity as these people out here in the investment community did once the Federal Reserve minutes came out. I did not, all right? I absolutely did not. Anyway, folks, let's continue on, and let's go to commodities here because I'm telling you, it's a helter-skelter day on the market. I mean, you can tell these investors don't know what the hell they're doing. Now, folks, we did see decreases in the oil markets, and I made a play on that. I don't want to go into the play that I made on that. You can look back in my Twitter account and take a look at what's going on there. But let me tell you something, man. I mean, you could tell just based on the equities markets that these people don't know what the hell they're doing. I mean, seriously, I'm not joking around. These people in the investment community don't know what the hell they're doing. And that's why I'm trying to make capitalists here so that people understand that, hey, why don't you take your own finances and be in charge of them instead of allowing these Wall Street bastards to make you believe that they are somehow superior financially. Obviously they're not, folks, all right? Anyway, we've got crude oil down today, and the reason it's down is according to the numbers that have come out as it relates to OPEC's output, it was actually on the rise. I mean, here you've got these Arab OPEC assholes out here, oh, yes, we are trying to make a deal, and we're going to make a deal. We want to make a barrel of oil, $60 a barrel. And they're talking all this garbage, and meanwhile, they're up in production, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, I even said this yesterday, that the IAEA, the International Atomic Energy Agency, even stipulated that they were increasing production, even though they're talking about cutting production. So I'm telling you, that spooked the investors today in the oil markets, to say the least. So let's go ahead and talk about them. WTI down today, 78 cents, a percentage decrease of 1.54% decrease on the day for WTI sweet crude, closing out WTI at $50.01 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. Now, once again, folks, this is reflection upon the numbers that have come out on the output of OPEC. These guys are talking about cutting numbers and trying to I don't trust these bastards anymore. That's why we need our own goddamn energy production so that we can sell energy on the world market and outprice these stupid, dumb, turban-wearing bastards. All right? No offense to my Arab brethren who are actually listening. We actually do have a lot of Arab brethren who listen in that are capitalists out of the Dubai. And, let me just talk about that for a second, okay? Why is it that everywhere in the Middle East is just, complete chaos, and yet Dubai is this, like, heaven in the middle of the desert? I mean, literally. I mean, I'm serious, folks. I mean, I don't know if y'all have ever seen Dubai. This is such a rich place that they literally have gold bar machines. Like, instead of Coke machines, if you want gold bar, you can go and get a goddamn gold bar out of a freaking machine. I mean, I'm not joking around. I mean, there's Lambos, there's G-Series, there's Batmobiles. I'm not joking around. I mean, this is the most richest city probably. I'm just based on the face value, you would think is the richest city on the planet. All right? Now, why is it that the Arabs that are in this particular region are not a la snack bar and are not jihadists and don't want to kill themselves? Maybe, and look, I think maybe we need to evaluate why exactly we have these jihadis. Maybe it's because this particular region of the world is actually taking their money and investing it in their country. Not to say that Dubai is not some kind of, I think it's still a monarch, which, has no freaking precedent in Arabic history up until the Treaty of Versailles. But instead of the royal family taking the money and just blowing it all on themselves, which is what the Saudis do and much of the other so-called royal OPEC families out here do, the royal family of Dubai actually reinvested in their own city and their own community and their own country, and they actually did this on purpose to make it attractive to the elites of the elites so that, they can come in and spend money on a massive scale. I mean, that's the whole purpose of them investing all the money back into their own countries. Because remember, the Dubai is still ran by a royal family, and they basically take all the profits of the oil and other natural resources that are produced in this particular country. Instead of blowing it on themselves, like I said, like the Saudis, and letting their people starve and feeding them this jihadi garbage, these folks reinvested it in the community and in their country, and they've made it so attractive that the elites of the elites are attracted to go there and spend large quantities of money. So if the elites come in and spend large quantities of money in their country, that means there's even more money circulating in that market as opposed to whatever money that they have circulating based upon their oil profits. So there's so much wealth that you don't have a wild Yehudi problem in Dubai. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not joking around. You don't have that problem. You want to know why? Everybody's got something to lose out there. You know what I mean? And when people have something to lose, they decide that Allah can wait for a while. All right. So I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm just saying. All right. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, when you've got things to lose, you don't want to go out and just do an Allah snack bar, and you don't want to do that type of thing. So I'm just trying to highlight that because I'm not trying to sound like a liberal here, all right? I'm serious. I'm not trying to say,
oh, we should all, not be Islamophobic and, oh, my God, and
I mean, look, I understand we have a major problem with Islamic terrorism. I don't think that we should have any more Muslims coming into the country until we figure out what's going on. I do want to highlight, though, that Muslims traditionally don't necessarily go to the wild Jehudiism unless it's directed fundamentally. And when they actually have something to lose, like, for instance, during the time in which Christopher Columbus, since we were celebrating Christopher Columbus earlier this week, at the time of the Christopher Columbus days, the whole reason Christopher Columbus set sail to what he thought was the Indies, all right, the East Indies, in the opposite direction, the reason he was doing that was to avoid the middleman, which was the Arab traders in the Middle East, all right? And that's why I'm saying there is a tradition in Islam and Arab. I shouldn't even say Islam. I should just say Arab, the Arab race. There's a tradition in the Arab race for these folks to be capitalists, shrewd capitalists. But you see, because of the Treaty of Versailles, after the fall of the Ottoman Empire, we had I hate to put it on the British, man. Sorry, Britannia, but the British and the winners of World War I carving up the Ottoman Empire and basically giving countries to the heads of the tribes that negotiated with Lawrence of Arabia. Of course, Lawrence of Arabia was the secret British agent that went incognito around the Ottoman Empire, negotiated these deals with these warlords during World War I, and literally brought down the Ottoman Empire from within. Now, those warlords that negotiated with Lawrence of Arabia, these are now the royal families. The descendants of the royal families are now in power today. Do you understand this? All right? And since then, all right, since that we instilled these monarchs, and what, I mean, come on, installing monarchs like that wasn't going to be a problem. I mean, come on, man. There was no precedent. There is no precedent of monarchism in Arab culture or in Islam, for Christ's sake. Freaking monarchs? Monarchs? Anyway, you have these monarchs, and what have they been doing since Lawrence of Arabia? What have they been doing? They've been suppressing their own people. They've been feeding their people all this Islamic Jihadism, all right? And that's why these people have no problem killing themselves in the name of freaking Allah snack bar, because they've got nothing. They've been brainwashed, this fundamental garbage, all right? So I'm just saying, folks, all right? I'm just saying that this is the consequence of all history. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be an apologist by any means to these freaking Islamists, because I'm telling you, as a whole, Islam is okay with its creeping, violent dominance that it's having on the world today. And I know that maybe people are like, oh, that's not right, Ghost. I mean, come on. Come on. But still, I do want to highlight that we do have people that are of Arab descent that understand capitalism, that understand that they want to make some money. It's in their blood. You know what I mean? They're from the Middle East. Where do you think we get the term the middleman, for Christ's sake? Where do you think we get the term the middleman? I mean, it's from the Europeans having to deal with the Arabs for the herbs and spices that were in China and India. They had to deal with the people in the middle. And guess who was in the middle? These goddamn freaking Islam, Arabs. You know, come on, wake up. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, folks, let's just move on, for heaven's sake, all right? Anyway, folks, I think I'm going to Brent crude oil at this point in time, all right? Brent crude. The only reason I'm talking about this is because of oil, all right? But Brent, as a matter of fact, we actually got a lot of listeners in Dubai too, so that's another reason why I want to. That's why another reason why I want to go ahead and say, hey, what's going on to my brethren in Dubai? Lots of capitalists out there. If you don't believe me, why don't you YouTube Dubai and see what I'm talking about? Anyway, we've got Brent crude down today, 75 cents. It is down 75 cents, a percentage decrease of 1.43% decrease on the day, closing out Brent crude at $51.66 per barrel of Brent crude oil. Gasoline also took it on the teeth today, down 1.52%. I mean, everything in commodities went down today. All right? I don't know what the hell is going on in gold, but everything else, let's just continue on. Natural gas down 0.71% on the day. All right, heating oil also down. You're seeing some major sell-offs now in heating oil. Remember, we were seeing, 1+, 2+% increases on a consistent basis up until about this week. And then here we go. We're back, on these sell-offs. People are taking profits. You can tell that the Federal Reserve minutes spooked a lot of people. And I read it as if it's not as if the governors are wanting not to raise interest rates. It's when, and not just when, but how much to raise, which is also a little frightening, because let me tell you, I'm for raising interest rates, don't get me wrong, but if they start raising these interest rates at a very high capacity, like 10%, which is what they did in the late 70s, folks, okay, I think that would be devastating right now in our economy, given the fact that the labor market is just next to nothing, all right? It's literally next to nothing. I can understand the basis for their reasoning behind raising interest rates. The service index has seen an 11-month high. We have seen a run on the dollar, and, those indicators would suggest that the Federal Reserve on an economic basis would consider a raise up in the interest rates. But when I read some of these governors talking about freaking 10% increase, give me a break. All right, give me a break. You want to see something that's going to throw a wrench in the economy? You get a 10% interest rate hike. It's going. I don't even want to imagine. I don't even want to imagine what the hell is going to happen. I mean, if they're going to raise it, they should raise it 1.5 points on a gradual basis as, the economy starts getting going again. And it's up to the policymakers, i.e. when Trump gets elected, for him to make certain economic policy deals with the international trade partners to be able to facilitate bringing back jobs to America so that we can start producing again, opening up our energy market so not only can we become energy efficient, but we can also produce energy to sell on the world market, for Christ's sake. We wouldn't need OPEC. I mean, that's why I'm saying, folks, these are the kinds of economic deals that we need to do, and Donald Trump is the only man to do it, and that's why I'm Trump. That's why I came back, all right? That's why I came back. Anyway, let me continue going before I continue here. Let's get to heating oil down 1.22% on the day. Let's get to metals, shall we? Metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals. Metals, for some reason, once again, as helter-skelter as the goddamn markets, gold was up modestly today. It was up 90 cents today. What the hell does that mean? I mean, it doesn't even make any sense. That doesn't make any sense, man. That's what I'm saying. These investors don't know crap. It doesn't even make any sense. Anyway, a percentage increase, a modest percentage increase of 0.07% on the day, closing out gold at 1,256.80. That's $1,256.80 per troy ounce of gold. Well, silver, down modestly. It was down a penny. A percentage decrease of 0.05%, closing out silver at $17.50. I mean, that's what I'm saying, folks. These freaking investors don't know jack. They don't know how to invest. They don't know their ass from their elbow, man. They're stupid. Anyway, we've got copper down 0.48% and platinum up modestly after seeing a dramatic decrease yesterday. It is down 0.02%. And as a matter of fact, platinum price is $942.90 per troy ounce of platinum. That's actually rather interesting there because, platinum, I mean, that's a pretty bad price for platinum. Isn't platinum supposed to be more expensive than gold or some kind of crap like that? And what the hell's going on there? I'm trying to tell you, what the hell? You know what? I'm tired of trying to interpret these idiot investors' heads, man. That's why we need more of us in the market here. I'm serious. All right? We need more investors that are independent, that know the score about finance, and not be, bowing down to whatever these hedge fund, mutual fund, and all these other fund managers out here, for Christ's sake, man. Jesus Christ. Good God. Who else do we got? We got grains going on. Oh, Jesus Christ with the grains. I don't even want to talk about the goddamn grains. I don't even want to talk about the grains, man. I mean, this is a reflection of the incompetence of the investment community, man. It doesn't even make any sense. It makes no sense. It makes no freaking sense, man. I'm sorry. It just doesn't make sense. Jesus Christ. Give me a freaking mic. Look, folks, all right, I'm going to be completely honest with you here, all right? I don't know what the hell's going on with these idiots in the commodities markets, man. That's another thing. For you finance boys out there in Wall Street or at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, you need to make it a little bit easier for the average everyday person to participate in the trading of these particular commodities contracts, because I'm starting to realize that there are such limited traders of these contracts that you could see it reflect a pattern of collusion, if you will. And you see, this particular idea was kind of played out in a movie called Trading Places with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd. I mean, it just goes to show you that this is actually taking place here. I mean, I'm just saying. You could just tell this is actually taking place, and the reflection is in these ridiculous charts that make no effing sense, all right? They make no goddamn sense. Anyway, let's continue on. Look, we've been seeing a lot of the increases in grains, okay? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. And to see these types of pullouts as it relates to profits is just mind-boggling. And if you want my personal opinion, it's as if, possibly somebody was holding contracts and just unloaded it all, or a firm is unloading contracts out in the market and purposely bringing down the cost so that they can, maybe take out a competitor, maybe take out somebody who's sitting on the seat of the CME exchange. All right? I mean, I'm serious. I mean, these charts make no effing sense. That's all I'm saying, all right? I mean, look at them. It's stupid. Anyway, folks, we've got grains here. Corn, I mean, it had been rising, of course, since the crop report because of the over-anticipated amount of bushels that were disappeared from the last time, or from projections. Let's put it that way. The projections of bushels disappearing was much higher than projected, and we've been seeing increases on a consistent basis on corn. It is down today, 2.46% on the day. I mean, good God. And wheat. Oh, my God, wheat. What the hell are you thinking, you morons? I mean, did these people read the report? I mean, did the people read the report? The freaking winter wheat is Anyway, folks, it's down 2.58% on the day, for Christ's sake. All right? Oats, also, we had been seeing increases in oats all goddamn day, every day, for Christ's sake. It is down 0.5%. Rough rice, I mean, good God, down 2.07%. I mean, it makes no sense. It just makes no sense. I'm sorry. This is just stupid. This is a stupid freaking investment. I can't believe that I'm witnessing this. And these are supposed to be the people that we're supposed to trust with our goddamn finance. What a bunch of idiots, all right? Anyway, we got soybean also down 0.92%. We got soybean oil down modestly 0.03%. And we've got canola, for whatever reason, still creeping up 0.11%. 0.11% increase for canola. Now let's get to the soft, shall we? Cocoa, the base for chocolate, is down today, down 0.83% decrease on the day. Coffee. It is up modestly today, 0.86% increase on the day. Sugar is down today, 0.60%. OJ is down today, 0.65%. Now, like I said, folks, this particular contract that is being traded is ending in November 2016, and the increase in orange juice and the scarcity in the orange juice crop that is going to be reflected of the damage that has happened during the hurricanes is going to be reflected in the next contract after the November 2016 delivery. So for you commodities traders out there, you understand what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, I saw the report. Lowest output in, 30 years? Lowest output in 30 years for orange juice. So be expecting major increases once the November contract is up and the new contract is in play. And look, and I'm telling you, for you commodities brokers, I'm telling you, that's a play. All right? I mean, I read it. Lowest output at 30 years, man. Anyway, and that's for the next contract. This one that I'm reading, the quote that I'm stating today, down 0.65%, is the November 2016 contract. So the play for the damaged crop, low supply, is for the next one. We've got cotton. For some reason, cotton. I didn't make any sense. Cotton is up 2.73%. What the hell is that? I didn't make any sense. What, because it's getting cold or something? I mean, good God, Jesus Christ, man. Is it because Gap, had better than expected earnings? I mean, I'm just trying to I'm just trying to understand the mentality of what's going on in the market today. I mean, you got to get your head around it. You got to interpret it. You got to look at it. You got to think about it. Doesn't even make any sense. Cotton up 2.73%. Lumber is up modestly, 0.69%. Rubber is down 0.89%, and ethanol is down 1.79%. Now, livestock, I mean, this just goes to show you, once again, they don't know what the hell they're doing. Live cattle is down 1.11%, okay? Cattle feeder is down, which makes sense because you saw the grains down, and many of the grains are components of cattle feeder. So it's down 1.51%. But now, lean hog, now people are starting to realize that, hey, you know, it's a National Pork Month, and, you know, we're headed into the holiday season, and, you know, this lean hog that, you know, the contract is December 2016, I think it'd be a pretty good play considering the processing is having a little bit of problem dealing with the output of supply, and give me a break!
When you don't go to geico.com, car insurance can be confusing. Like Swedish techno confusing.
Bark, bark, meow, meow. Dance with me, purple cow. Bark, bark, meow, meow. Ooh, you lovely cow.
Geico makes it easy. With 24/7 access, all you have to do is go to geico.com and you could save money on car insurance. It just makes sense. Unlike, you know.
Dance with me, purple cow. I like your moves.
Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, folks, lean hogs is up. I mean, look, I've been waiting for this already for a while now. But you see what I'm talking about with these damn commodities traders, man? It's a different mentality than the people on the floor in the stock exchanges. You know what I'm saying? That's why we need more opportunities for everyday people to start literally trading these contracts. All right, I'm serious. Or at least have skin in the game in these things, because this is just ridiculous. All right? Lean hogs up 2.98%, almost 3% on the day. Lean hog futures. Doesn't even make any goddamn sense. Anyway, that, my friends, is the markets for your ass, all right? Anyway, let's just continue going, all right? Let's go ahead. It's a free format edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast today. We're going to take your calls. We're going to open up the phone lines. We want to talk about anything you want to talk about, all right? We want to talk about anything that you want to talk about. So, without any further ado, what we're going to get to right now is Twitter shout-outs, all right? All you got to do is get a Twitter shout-out is go to my Twitter account at PoliticsGhost, all one word, no underscores, PoliticsGhost, and retweet my first tweet on my Twitter account, the tweet that states True Capitalist Radio Live. True Capitalist Radio Live. You retweet that tweet, I will give you a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast right now. Do we got any Twitter shout-outs there, engineer? All right, well, let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs right now. All right, who do we got here? We got Deplorable Biff in the house. What's going on? Swedish Capitalist. All right, what's going on? We got Dorito Burrito in the house. Lucifer in the place. Ivan San Diego. What's going on, man? Danny J in the place. Big Top Capitalist in the house. Kitty Sweetheart in the house. Who else do we have here? We got Venison in the place. What's going on, Venison? How you doing, man? Skellington in the place. We got the Brony Network in the house. What's going on? We got Gentrix. How you doing, Gentrix? Who else do we got here? We got Double Dipping Soros. Yeah, okay, great. Real funny, for Christ. Badass of bureaucrats. Shove it up your ass, man. I mean, did you just hear that first hour? There's nothing bureaucrat about that, boy. There's nothing bureaucrat about that. I can tell you that right damn now. We got CDI Fan 237. We got Angry Grandpa in the house. What's going on? We got Supa in the place. What's going on with Supa? We got Feral Capitalist in the place. We got Steinbrenner in the place. What's going on? Super Crinkle Pony. What the hell is that freaking supposed to mean? We got General Capitalist in the place. What's going on? We got the Trans Can. Here we go. This freaking can with a pair of balls on it. We got Henry Trollinger. And there's a okay. Anyway, once again, retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account. Let me take a sip of some freaking Macallan single malt aged 15 years, baby. All right, cheers. Cheers to the capitalist army. Cheers to the Trump train. And, baby, I hope that you're capitalizing. You understand what I'm saying? Cheers. I mean, making money, baby. That's what I do. That's what I do, baby, all right? Anyway, let's continue on here. We've got Spider-Man in the house. Caroline's fruitcake. That's not funny, man. Seriously, I don't even want to see Caroline this Christmas, all right? I mean, right when I say that, the wife's looking at me. The wife's actually here. The wife's looking at me like, oh, man, let's not talk about that now. Caroline! Anyway, we got cyber splicing in the place. She's got a horrible fruitcake, man. I can't take it. I just can't take it. We got OG Turu in the place. We get Ghosts Brony Harem. What the hell does that mean? Ugh, it doesn't even sound attractive, for Christ's sake. We got TC Capitalist in the place. Sergeant Yoda in the house, for Christ's sake. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. You sick, twisted pricks. We got Boathouse Lego set. Whatever the hell that freaking means, for Christ's sake. We got Strictly Diesel in the house. How you doing, man? We got Ralph D in the place. How you doing, man? Well, once again, retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account. I'll give you a shout-out live right here on the broadcast, all right? The Twitter account is Politics Ghost. Some decent Twitter shout-outs out here. Not too many disgusting, despicable Ghost's Black Son. Well, now, right when here's Ghost Black Son. Bill Clinton has a black son, and he needs to acknowledge him. Jesus Christ, did you see that cringeworthy interview of Danny Williams on Alex Jones today? I mean, good God, Alex. I mean, could you have done a little bit better pre-production work on prepping this kid before throwing him out there in front of millions of people? You could tell the poor bastard was scared crapless. You know what I mean? You could tell he barely had enough saliva in his mouth, for Christ's sake. He was so nervous, for Christ's sake, putting him on the spot there, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. He looked like Garth, from Wayne's World, when Wayne, went to the back to talk to the production, and Garth's there coming back live. He looked like that. Anyway, we got Czech Capitalist in the house. What's going on, man? We got the 727 caller. I'm not saying that, for Christ's sake. I'm not saying that. Let me see, who else do we got here? We got Caroline Body Pillow. Shut up. All right, shut up. We've got Jimmy Made Ghost Emo. I'm not emo, ass crack. All right? Beat Ghost Sass. Oh, yeah? Beat Ghost. Jesus Christ. You idiots talk real tough over the internet, boy. I guarantee you wouldn't say that to my face. I guarantee you, boy. I guarantee it, man. What's going on at Artron Havoc? Jesus Christ. Who else? We got G slits his wrist. No. I don't know. I don't even want to know, man. I'm not responsible for that. All right? I don't know what the hell's going on with that. All right? I don't know I'm not responsible for that. I didn't realize, I don't know what the hell's going on, for Christ's sake, man. Anyway, we got True Grains Radio. Shut up. All right? Who else we got? I'm not saying that. What's going on to Praise Keck in the house? What's going on to Scarlet Moon? We got Trumping Zionist. What the hell are you talking about, Trumping Zionist? What the hell's that mean, you son of a bitch? Jesus Christ, you people are sick, man. Hi, Ghost's wife. Well, that's great. Hi, Ghost's wife. All right, who else do we got here? Look, I'm only going to take a couple of more of these because this is getting ridiculous. All right? This is already getting stupid, for Christ's sake. This is already getting stupid. Anyway, who else do we got here? We got Bevo Steaks for Stoops. What an asshole. You are an ass crack ass. Look, I'm not happy with Charlie Strong, okay? I'm not happy with that. All right, boys, we're going to come over here. We're going to be positive here, and we're going to make sure that you're going to get straight A's or you're not going to play on Charlie Strong football team, boy. I'm not down with that crap, all right? I'm not down with it. I'm an alumnus, and I'm unhappy. You hear that, UT? I'm alumni, and I'm pissed. You son of a bitch. I know they lost to OU. Shut up. Anyway, we got Cam the Man in the house. How you doing? We've got Justice for Horny the Clown. Look, let me tell you, this clown thing is starting to get really ridiculous. Have you heard about this? That vigilante. Look, I was just joking about going out in groups and start beating, clowns. As a matter of fact, I didn't really advocate that. I just said if they're coming at you, practice your Second Amendment right and dispense justice with extreme prejudice if they're coming at you. But now you've got vigilante groups that are going out looking for clowns, and they're just kicking clowns' asses. All right, I'm serious. I mean, they're just kicking their asses, beating the crap out of them. Well, I read one clown got their legs broken. I heard another clown. I mean, I'm serious. I'm not joking around. So, things are getting serious. Now you've actually got clowns, believe it or not, that are pissing off Black Lives Matter supporters on Twitter. Have y'all seen this, for Christ's sake? Clown Lives Matter is trying to challenge Black Lives Matter. I'm not joking. You can't make this up, man. I'm not joking. I mean, both are the equivalent. I mean, they're just as obnoxious, but I'm not joking, man. Clown Lives Matter are pissing off Black Lives Matter supporters, and Clown Lives Matter are legitimately pissed off that their lives don't matter. I'm not joking. I mean, look this crap up. Look this crap. Clown Lives Matter. Good God, man. Anyway, we're now in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you for tuning in with me. I'm not joking around. Clown Lives Matter. Anyway, look, I'm going to take a couple more shout-outs, and we're going to go ahead and move on with the show, folks. We're going to take your calls. It's a free format edition. 425-490-6146 is the number to call if you want to partake in this free format open line edition. So let's continue going, shall we? Jesus Christ. Some of these names, man. Here we go, 3-hour wasted time. Then why are you listening, huh? Why are you listening if it's a waste of time? I'll tell you why you're listening, okay? Because I know that you want to be me, all right? You're like, Jesus, how does this guy know so much? How is he able to just continue to be a one-man show for 3 hours without taking a goddamn break? How can he continuously keep the show going for 3 hours and have the energy and have the ability to do so and to be able to conjure it up? How does he do it? I know it. I know you. I know you. And I don't blame you, for Christ's sake. I don't blame you. I mean, Jesus Christ, sometimes I listen to myself on broadcast and I'm in awe of myself. I am in absolute awe of myself, so I don't blame you, boy. And for all you people that hate me, hey, I love you, baby, all right? I love all you people that hate me. I love you, baby. You're my brothers. You my brothers, baby. Anyway, who else do we got going on over here? Jesus Christ. We got Trump fascists, locker room clowns. You son of a bitch. That's not even funny, for Christ's sake, man. TCR BronyCon panel. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That better not even be an option out there, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Who else do we have going on here, for Christ's sake? We've got Trumping Marxists, for Christ's sake. What? Free blowjobs in Florida? Oh, my... You kidding me? That's horrible! You're sick! Oh, my God! Free blowjobs in Florida. It's just too soon, man. I mean, man, they're about to get hit with another hurricane, you We're about to get hit with another hurricane. Oh, my God. Gee, free blowjobs in Florida. You sick sons of a bitch. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. That's horrible. You know what? I'm going to end it on that, folks. That's just horrible. We got a lot of people in Florida that are listening in right now, and I'm sorry for that. But, folks, this is the Internet. I want to be completely honest. This is what the Internet is comprised of. It's horrible. It's horrible. These people are sick in the head. These goddamn troll terrorists and cyber vermin, they're sick, man. I'm telling you, you know what? I'm not doing any more Twitter shout-outs. You see, and this is why we cannot have nice things, folks, all right? You know, you try to give people an opportunity to do something fun, all right? You know, and this is what you get here, all right? This is what you goddamn get, you son of a bitch, for Christ's sake, man. What's going on to Danky Kane Capitalist? What's going on to Squid Girl? Oh, my God. All right, let's move on with the broadcast, all right, folks? I mean, I'm just free blowjobs. I mean, get the hell out of here with that crap, man. Oh, my God, man. Anyway, folks, look, let me go ahead and take a sip of this Macallan Single Malt 15. And let's go ahead and open up the phone lines. And I want to hear from you. Whatever you want to discuss, we're going to talk about it. 425-390-6146 is the number to call. The lines are open. I want to hear from you. Let me go ahead and take another sip of this. What do you want to talk about? Anything and everything, folks. That's why it's a free format. And the reason I'm doing this is because WikiLeaks released Podesta emails 4 and 5 today, and I'd like for everybody to be focused in on something like that, all right? I'm serious, all right? Something like that. So anyway, let's go ahead and let's take some calls. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and let's take some calls from the bottom, engineer, all right? And, of course, if you're trying to get through, tweet at me your area code, and I'll get to you faster if you actually want to talk about something and not some troll terrorist scumbag SOB, for Christ's sake. As a matter of fact, I think we might have Trump and Capitalist on the horn. Are you there, Trump and Capitalist?
Yes, I am.
Hey, how's it going, man? I know that you and Tom have been going through these Podesta emails. Can you enlighten us on what you have found and any connections that you have seen? Because these are pretty damning emails, to say the least.
Well, I was going to go over that, but the fucking names just threw me off, man. Excuse my language, but I'm serious, man. The names just spun me off. Man.
What do you mean the names? You're talking about how deep it goes?
No. I'm talking about the Twitter shout names like, oh, you know, Trump is a Zionist.
Oh yeah. I don't know what the hell that was about, man. Sorry about that. I don't know if they were talking about you or Trump himself. So.
Well, can I admit something, please?
All right, go ahead. What's going on?
Can I ask you a question first, though, before I say anything?
Oh, no, I don't like where this is going. What's going on, man?
Listen, I've been a listener for 5.5 months, 6 months now, and I've told a lot of people this, but I've never said it publicly. You know, I've never once said I was a Zionist. I've never once supported George Soros. I never once supported any fucking Jew. But seeing, you know, how everybody's all of a sudden going fucking crazy with the fucking Marxist names and everything else, you know what? Might as well say it. I am a Reformed Jew. There, I said it.
You're what? You're a what? I'm sorry, I didn't get it. What?
I'm a Reformed Jew.
You're a Reformed Jew. What? I don't get it. I'm perplexed, Trumpet. I mean, what do you mean a Reformed Jew?
Basically, it's like, you know, it's somebody who follows the Jewish religion, but not too closely. Maybe like a couple of laws, but not like completely close, like, you know, oy vey, everything else.
So you're Jewish. So you're Trump and capitalist, parentheses.
I hope you do not hold that against me, man, because I don't feel
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding around. I'm joking. I mean, I don't really have a problem with that. I mean, I'm just asking. I mean, I thought that you were going to admit that you were, a clopper, or I thought you were about to admit that you I don't know, something. I mean, okay, you're Jew. Something you can't necessarily stop. You can't, So I guess people know that you're of Jewish descent, and now they're trying to give you crap.
Yes, they are. I told fucking York over there, said, hey, I'm Jewish, but don't tell anybody. He was like, okay, and Jimmy was like, okay, but they said it anyway. They made names about it, and unfortunately, it's my fault for letting it get to me.
Now, some people are saying that you think that I'm like anti-Semitic. Are they just trolling me here?
They're trolling you. I've never, ever thought of you as an anti-Semitic, ever.
I mean, look, I hope not, because now I hope that you're not one of these people that are trying to sell me out to the ADL over here because I accidentally said JewTube one time. That was an accident, man. You know that, right? That was an accident.
Definitely, man. I know it was an accident.
All right, man. Well, look, I don't have a problem with you being Jewish, man. As a matter of fact, are you celebrating Rosh Hashanah right now?
I celebrate some holidays, but not too many of them.
Now, can you enlighten me what Rosh Hashanah is? Because I want to be honest with you, okay? There's a few people that I have a lot of businesses, okay? And there's some people that have hired those of the Jewish persuasion. And they're taking off work like it's no big deal, and there's nothing that the business owners can do about it. They're actually working in the place of, the Jewish folks that are taking, Rosh Hashanah off. What exactly is Rosh Hashanah?
It's like this 2-day celebration which begins on like the first day of Tishrei or something like that. It's like Shrei is the first month of the Jewish civil year, so it's a new year for the Jews. I think no, that might be Yom Kippur.
Oh, it's the Jewish New Year. It's the Jewish New Year?
No, that might be Yom Kippur. That might be the Yom Kippur. I'm not sure. I forgot.
Yeah, I think it is Yom Kippur, right? I mean, that's the new Jewish New Year. Do you have the Seder meal as well?
I think so. I've never actually celebrated Rosh Hashanah or Yom Kippur ever.
All right. Well, look, I don't understand why that was such a big deal. I mean, okay, you're Jewish, although there's some people that are taking offense to this. Some people are actually tweeting at me saying that, oh my God, I can't believe there's a Jew in the inner circle. I mean, what? I mean, come on, are you serious? I mean, this is that big of a deal? I mean, no wonder you're a little like, hey. No wonder you're like, hey, Ghost, calm down and stuff. I mean, come on. I mean, seriously, people are this like, I mean, what the hell's that? What the hell is that about?
I was really fearing that I might have gotten doxxed because I was of that religion, to be honest. Well,
I think you'll be just fine. As a matter of fact, I mean, if Podesta and Gail King and everybody that's in those emails, they're getting far worse than anything that could, ever happen to you. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, once again, I mean, I have no problem with it. I think that you're, a good person, good journalist. I have no problem with you being. I don't have a problem with anybody being anything, man. I'm a capitalist. All right. I'm a capitalist, so no problem. No, go ahead. So, do you have any info by any chance?
All right, let me see if I can get my head together. You know what? Can you put me back on a little bit later so I can get my head together and try to recuperate a little bit? So I can.
Are you okay? Are you okay, trumping? I mean, is something going on, or you're not telling me what's going on?
No, nothing. I told you everything. It was just a little bit. It got a little bit. I should say in the chat room, and I need a little bit to keep my head together.
All right, man. No problem. Well, just calm down. Everything's okay. I don't have a problem with it, man. If they're giving you crap about it, just blow it off, all right? It's not a big deal. I mean, just by the sounds of it, I mean, you're not necessarily all devout and all that stuff. You're a capitalist. You're pro-Trump. So I just brush your shoulders off with it, man. Everything's all right, all right?
Well, I'm sorry to sound a little pushy, but I would like to come back on a little later and then explain exactly what I found, too.
All right, no problem, man. Well, we'll go ahead and come back to you later on. Go ahead and stay right there. Have a bagel, and everything will be okay, all right? There's no reason to get all riled up or, just because you happen to be Jewish. I mean, it shouldn't be a problem. You know what I mean? That shouldn't be a problem. So, calm down and have yourself a matzo ball, and everything will be all right, Trump, and everything. We still love you, man, all right? All right, now, look, this is a free format edition. I don't know where that came out of left field, folks. I'm sorry. That came out of left field there. I have no idea what the hell's going on, so, it doesn't change the way I view Trump and capitalists. I don't understand why it would, change anybody else's view, but once again, we're dealing in a time where, I don't know, people are anti-Semitic or some crap. I have no idea. Anyway, let's continue going. How about 518? What's going on?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's going on?
Hello?
Yeah, well, get it straight. All right, come on, man. How about 619? You're on the horn on this free format edition.
Hey, Ghost, what's up? I have a PSA right now.
You have a PSA?
Listen now. Yeah.
All right, go right ahead.
All right, so to anyone that has the Ghost 1 through 10, I'll give you $100 for it. When the engineer ones get shipped out, and it's 1 through 10, I'll give you $200 for it.
God, come on, asshole! What the hell's that? Get him off the line, engineer. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. I thought we were friends, asshole. Oh, come on. Come on, man. Oh, what the hell is that? What the hell is that, man?
When you don't go to geico.com, car insurance can be hard. Like early 90s heavy metal hard.
I'm yelling and screaming, and I'm loud. Roar!
Geico makes it easy. You can review and update your policy or report a claim on geico.com or the Geico mobile app. Because shouldn't we all have a little less stress in our lives?
I'm not even upset about anything.
What the hell was that? Come on, asshole, no! No! No, man! Oh, Jesus Christ. Give me the mic first. Give me the mic. First and foremost, asshole, I can't believe you do that. How much more betrayal, man? How much more betrayal? And secondly, asshole, the engineer, he didn't number his, for Christ's sake, man. Are you kidding me? He could barely count to 4, all right? He didn't number his, for Christ's sake. All he did was, say hi. He put hi and whoever the damn name was on the damn card, and then that's all there is to it. But $200, I mean, come on, man. God, asshole, man, why, man? Why? Why? Oh, my God, Asho. Come on, man. Come on. Oh, my God, man. I mean, can we bring on let's bring on a friendly how about the Teutonic play? How you doing, Teutonic? How you doing, man?
Ghost, hey, what's up? Sorry for the delay.
How you doing, man? I don't know what the hell's going on. I mean, I make this into a free format edition, and all of a sudden, this show is turning upside down. I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Well, what do you expect? They're human, and humanity's a bunch of shit. Anyway, Ghost, shout out to Trump and Capitalist. My girlfriend is actually Reformed Jewish, believe it or not. Laura is actually Reformed Jewish, so shout out to her. So, yeah, and secondly, I intend to invest in silver in the future. I know it's better to get physical silver, but should I invest in coinage or bullion? Also, bear in mind that if I buy coinage, one of my friends knows a farrier who might be able to melt down these coins and make a silver bar out of them. So what's your call on that, man? You're the prognosticator of prognosticators. Lay it on me, sir.
I would wait on melting down any coinage and take a look online if you happen to have any coinage, like I said, pre-64 in quarters and dimes and in half dollars. And, of course, half dollars, I believe, before 72 or 73, they're still 40% silver. So, once again, I would strongly advise everybody to wait on melting anything. I mean, 1 quarter right now, it may have gone down, but it's about $6. About $6, maybe a little under $6 a quarter, just based on the melt value of pre-64 quarters. And let me tell you, if we see an increase in silver, obviously that's going to go up, but you also want to take a look at where your coin was minted, what year it was minted, and the condition of the coin itself. If the coin is in fairly decent condition and it is pre-64, then we've got you probably got yourself a decent coinage. Now, there are some coins that are actually more expensive because of where they were minted, because a lot of these coinages that in some mints were purged, some of them were taken out of circulation, so on and so forth. So I would strongly advise anybody who's finding coinage to research the coinage itself, find out where it was minted, and how you figure out it was minted is by looking at the strike on the coinage and looking for any letter. It's probably going to be around the date. Sometimes it's going to be in the back of the coinage if it isn't around the date. And take a look at that particular minting strike, and it'll tell you where exactly it was minted, and it could potentially be even more than the average melt value of the coin. And as far as bullion is concerned, I think bullion's great, don't get me wrong, but the only thing that you're going to get value of bullion is the increase in spot. So, for instance, right now, you've got gold at about $1,250 and change. Let's say you bought a bar of bullion, or as a matter of fact, you would, if you bought a bar of bullion, it was, it'll probably cost you a pretty good chunk of change. So let's say you got a coin, a troy ounce, right, $12.50, all right, and no, it wouldn't be a coin; it would be like a small little bar if you're buying bullion, right? Well, the only thing that you're going to get is the increase in the spot value. So if it increases to $1,300, all you're going to get is the $50 value that it increases. There is no other value. Now with coinage, that's why I like coins. That's why I want everybody to get into the investment of coinage itself, because not only does coins increase with the value of metals, but it also increases based upon the demand within the coin community. There are some coin collectors, and let me tell you, coin collectors are not afraid to drop thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? I'm not joking around. I mean, it is not. I mean, that's what I like about the coin community. I mean, they will pay for a coin that's in demand at this point in time, and that's all you got to do is you got to look for coins that are in demand. And as the value of metals rise, we also have a pretty decent premium that goes on certain coinages struck and certain dates and that sort of thing. So, once again, that's what I would advise in my personal opinion, all right? Anyway, let me continue on here. I want to hear from you, all right? This is a free format edition. Very good question there, Teutonic Plague. Let's see who else we got here. We got 727. You're on the horn. What's going on?
Hey, Ghost, nothing much. I just have a quick question for you, if that's all right.
Yeah, go right ahead, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Just wondering, I have a couple of, really old pennies. I have ones that date from 1932. Do you know how much that would be worth in, let's say, the next 5 years or something?
Well, unfortunately, pennies, unless they're, those Indian head pennies from the early 1900s and pre-1900s, those are the only ones that are really worth any value. Now, there are peculiar pennies around, like I said, around the time of the World War, And I'm not talking about the pennies that were minted in it's not silver, but it was I forgot what metal it was printed in, but they're silver-like pennies. Those are kind of worth a little bit of money, not much. The ones you want to get are the pennies that were minted the year that Hiroshima dropped the bomb, because what the United States did during that year was try to accumulate all the copper to use for the war. Not only copper, they confiscated, folks, in World War II, and that's why I say if we have another world war, they suspend all goddamn rights, human rights, constitutional rights. Look it up. In World War II, they confiscated people's personal gold. They confiscated people's personal silver. They confiscated all the damn copper out here. All right? I mean, the whole reason why Morgan silver dollars are so valuable at this point in time is because a lot of them got purged in the melting of the raw material to construct the war machine of World War II. So I would look for those particular pennies in general. And that's why I'm suggesting, in my personal opinion, that coinage is the way to go if you're going to invest in any kind of metals. In my opinion, yes, you get the idea. All right, I hope that helps. All right, because you want to continuously look for coinage. All right, continuously look for coinage because it's out there, folks. All right, it's out. Yeah, thanks a lot, Laggett. It's steel pennies. It wasn't. And those steel pennies, they look cooler than they are. Another valuable Morgan silver dollar or another silver coin, if you can find it, is coins that have that rainbow luster on the coin itself. Now, the reason that it would have a rainbow luster on the coin is traditionally, remember the old days when bank robbers would rob a bank, they would have bags of money? Well, that's how they would store Morgan silver dollars and large sums of silver and gold and so on and so forth. And the canvas bag, all right, the canvas bag would actually leave a rainbow luster on the coin based upon the chemical reaction of the canvas bag and the metal once it was left in the bag for a certain period of time. That's another aspect of coinage that's sought after by a lot of appreciators of coins and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of nuances there, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of nuances going on there. Anyway, let's continue going. We got 818 in the house. How you doing?
Hello?
818, you there?
Yes, hi. I was wondering. So earlier you were talking about how much quarters and half dollars were worth in 1942?
Well, right before the war, because those are going to be a little bit more scarce, and based on the scarcity of those coins, that's why they're worth a little bit more, or a lot more, and depending on the coin in question. Remember, the coins, there's different factors on coins, all right? It's the way it looks, the condition that it's in, the year it was struck, and where the coin was struck. Now, each coin was struck at different minting locations. Some were in Chicago, some were in San Francisco. I believe there's some in New York. It depends on where it was struck. Now, from my gathering of the coin business is that typically if the older coins were struck in San Francisco, they tend to be a little higher for some reason.
Huh, I see. Well, I heard that I assume that you've heard about Wells Fargo and the whole debacle about them.
Yeah, I've heard about the Wells Fargo overinflating the amount of actual accounts that was on their ledger just so that they could increase their stock value.
Yeah, so I ask about the quarters, and I bring up Wells Fargo because I heard a rumor that they were doing that to try and get as many of those quarters from back then as they could.
I wouldn't doubt it, man. I mean, that's a very good point. I would not doubt it. As a matter of fact, I mean, the banks, many banks don't know this. I mean, let me tell you, look, you have a lot of coin collectors, all right? You got a lot of people that are inheriting things, and, they're not going to go out and know what these like old rolls of quarters are worth. You know what I mean? They're not going to go and know what these old rolls of like Indian head dye. They're not going to know what any of these things are worth. So they're just going to go and spend them. They go into these coin machines. They'll spend it at the store, and these things are in circulation, man. I'm serious. These things are in circulation, for heaven's sake. So, I mean, that's why I suggest everybody to go out and try to look for these things. Go to your bank. Go to your bank and give them about $20 or $30 and say, "I'd like these in $half, please." I'd like some change in $half, or I'd like change pre-64, or I'd like to have blue U.S. currency as opposed to legal tender, and see what your bank says. Okay. All right, I'm serious. I mean, what's it hurt to ask? It's your bank. I mean, you're paying them to keep your money there, for Christ's sake, man. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Anyway, I wouldn't doubt if they did that at Wells Fargo. It was pretty ridiculous. And, to be completely honest with you, about a year ago, Wells Fargo was riding high on the fact that it was one of the fastest growing banks in the nation, and now we know why. It was based on pure freaking fraud, for heaven's sake, man. Jesus Christ. Anyway, we got 808 on the horn. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Yo, guys, Kimmy Capitalist here, man.
Hey, what's going on, Kahuna? What are you doing, man? What do you got to say on this free format episode here, man?
Well, actually, I wanted to bring up, did you hear what Germany is actually planning to do with the internal combustion engines over there?
No, I have not heard. What I know that these Germans, they like to, create their own engineering process as it relates to their machinery. But what do they plan on doing?
They're actually planning by 2013 stop all production, all sales of internal combustion engines over there and switch to electric vehicles.
Oh man! Hey, look, I know that. I know BMW is already trying to challenge Tesla Auto to this whole idea of using these battery-operated cars and these new supposed technologies. I mean, I particularly don't understand this idea of forcing everybody to have non-combustible engines. Go ahead, man.
From what I'm reading, From what I'm reading, I think they're actually trying to convince the EU to actually as well. That's why, because they're one of the most influential.
Well, I'll tell you, if they were able to implement that on the EU scale, that would take a definite hit in Brent crude. And moreover, I just don't think it's cost efficient, man. I mean, the people that I know, and let me tell you, when I was in Austin, there was a lot of people that bought these stupid Priuses. I mean, they were breaking down, for Christ's sake. The batteries were, overheating. I mean, these people were at risk. I mean, this is not a perfected technology here.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, that's the reason why I go with old cars. I mean, honestly, I actually have a few. Like, I'm a freaking Camaro, a Rancho. I love the old cars for that reason. They're easy to fix, cheaper, and all that shit. And now they're trying to force us to actually swap to these new vehicles. I mean, you did heard before that they're trying to do the freaking drive-by-wire crap, right? You know what that is? You know what it is?
No, well, what's that? What are you talking about?
Drive-by-wire. You know how on the jets they're actually able to turn and everything? That's fly-by-wire. When the pilot were to turn the wheel, it will send an electrical symbol to a box, and that box will send an electrical symbol to steer the plane. They're planning to add that into the car. So just imagine.
As a matter of fact, they've already done that. They've already done that, Kahuna. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you buy any of these new German cars, Mercedes, BMW, they're already doing that, man. Everything is based on electrical. Everything's based upon the computer system. I mean, it's not like when you hit the gas, it's literally directly affecting the engine. It is sending, like you said, a signal to the computer that you're, basically putting down the gas, and that signal is then brought into the engine. I know exactly what you're talking about, and it's very dangerous because I don't know if you're familiar with the liberal journalist Michael Hastings, and what happened to him. Are you familiar with Michael Hastings and that particular scenario of his death?
No, but I can already figure what did happen to him.
Yeah, well, apparently Michael Hastings was onto a story relating to, something very, very big on the government, so much so that he claimed prior to his mysterious death that he was going to have to go lay low for a while because he was a journalist, of course, and a liberal journalist on top of that. And he supposedly had something on Obama. He supposedly had something on the administration. And lo and behold, he was in his, I think it was a Porsche, he was in a Mercedes, He was in a Mercedes, and from what it looks like somebody took control of his car. And look, I'm basing this on the video that has come out relating to Michael Hastings' car crash. It looks like somebody remotely took control of his car and literally drove it like a bat out of hell on its own, and then prior to the impact of, I think he ran into a tree, if I'm not mistaken, the footage that has come out recently shows that it exploded before it even actually impacted. So I know exactly what you're talking about, Kahuna, and let me tell you, I don't particularly trust any new car. I will never get a new car. As a matter of fact, I'm getting nothing but old cars, cars that I could still fix, cars that I still understand, that have no goddamn outside influence, Wi-Fi, electrical, computer technology, man. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was
Go ahead, man.
with somebody. All right. No, I was gonna say, I agree with you though. Like I said, I have nothing but old cars over here, and honestly, I'm actually I'm a bit of a car collector myself.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I mean, as a matter of fact, that's actually a pretty good investment, car collecting. As a matter of fact, Jay Leno, the comedian, he actually invests most of his money in cars, and it is increased in value at a higher rate than long-term investments in the stock market. You know what I'm saying? So, I strongly advise everybody that's an option. But you also got to remember that with an asset like a car or a house, you got to maintain it. You got to put gas in it. You got to make sure it runs. You got to make sure all the components are okay, so that if you unfortunately try to sell it, you can be able to sell it for full value. Now, folks, there's a lot of people on Twitter asking me about Mike Hastings. Who the hell was Mike Hastings? Folks, I think you folks need to research this particular liberal journalist that got killed when he had something, and no one knows because he was killed before he was able to unleash it, for Christ's sake. Unleash it. He had something on the Obama administration. And, folks, look at all the video relating to Michael Hastings' car crash. His car was out of control. It looks like it was going like 110 miles an hour down a 30-mile-per-hour street at like freaking 3 in the morning. Looked like he had no control over it. And lo and behold, if you take a look at the newly unearthed footage, it seems as if they exploded the car before impact so they can make sure to disintegrate Michael Hastings' body. Okay? And let me tell you, I didn't realize, and let me tell you, I mean, even if you don't believe that it exploded before impact, what does that say for Mercedes if you can go into a damn tree and then just completely explode and disintegrate? You know what I mean? I mean, seriously, please look into Michael Hastings. That is a very serious case. That was a liberal journalist that miraculously died, all right? Anyway, folks, thank you very much, Kahuna Capitalist. That's actually a very good information here. People need to realize that these new cars that you're buying, they are not connected like the old-fashioned cars. These are connected via computers, electric devices, so on and so forth. As a matter of fact, did you read a couple of hackers took control of a Tesla, all right, and were able to remotely control it, all right? These are the same hackers that were able to remotely control a Jeep, late model Jeep, if I'm not mistaken. I think a Jeep Cherokee was able to take control of it over the computer and start messing with it. You know what I mean? Start, taking away the brake options and start making it go faster and zigzag on the highway and that sort of thing, folks. So once again, man, don't trust these cars, Do not trust these cars, for Christ's sake. Anyway, folks, let's continue going. Thank you very much for calling in, Kahuna. Let's continue going. I want to hear from you, 425-390-6146. It is a free format edition. I want to hear what you have to say. We're talking about anything you'd like to discuss. Anyway, we got area code, who do we got here? We got area code 559. What's going on? You're on the horn.
Hey, Ghost, how's it going?
How you doing, man?
All right. Hey, I got a question for you. Who is your favorite Beatle? And I'm talking about, after they broke up and after they did their solo careers.
My favorite Beatle probably have to be John Lennon. I mean, obviously, the guy was a gifted songwriter, even though he was a commie. I mean, he was a decent songwriter, understood how to write lyrical music in the background of nicely composed music. So, why you ask?
I don't know. I just thought it was really peculiar to their whole story and how they broke up and how each of them turned into, I don't know, kind of. Well, I look at George Harrison as a social reject. He kind of just looked away out of being popular, while Paul McCartney made a bunch of terrible stuff. Personally, I think. But yeah, John Lennon was a good one too. Despite people's perception of him, again with his relations with Yoko Ono and all that.
No, I like John Lennon's songwriting abilities. I thought he was a very, very talented character. I didn't agree with his politics. Didn't agree with him, in his communist ways. I don't really like, imagine all the people. I hate that damn song. Give me a break. Imagine all the people. Get the hell out of here, John. God damn it. Look at what happened to you. Look at what happened to you, John. You let some fat, disgusting, portly, four-eyed idiot come up to you for an autograph and he shot you. So anyway, I like John Lennon. And as for George Harrison, man, what a cursed life for George Harrison there at the end of his life, man. Seriously, I mean, George Harrison, folks, he was stricken with cancer, with lung cancer. He was an avid smoker. I mean, you did not see George Harrison without freaking, smoking a cigarette. You know what I mean? Had lung cancer and tried everything in his power, everything in his richness, in his riches to try to save his life. And he prolonged his life for a good amount of time, but he wasn't able to save his life. And in the midst of him having cancer, some freak, some nutcase actually broke into his house and stabbed him in the chest. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just, oh, man, just tragedy. I mean, while he was afflicted with cancer, man. So, yeah, I'm telling you, man, George Harrison, man, I'm telling you, what bad luck at the end of his life, man. And who had the best luck out of all the goddamn Beatles? Freaking Ringo Starr, that son of a bitch. Can you believe that? That stupid, dopey, big-nosed, imbecilic, off-tune, sorry crap. That son of a bitch. I mean, can you believe that? Ringo Starr, for Christ's sake. Jesus. Look, Paul McCartney, some people could say Paul McCartney had a decent life, but, I mean, give me a break. This guy was a soulless bastard. You remember Linda McCartney, I think was her name? Was with her for, 30-something years? She dies of cancer, right? Then what? 6 months later, he ends up marrying some freaking British hooker with one leg. I mean, give me a break, man.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can seem intense. Like breakup R&B intense.
I thought you said you loved the sweater that I got you. If you didn't, you could have told me.
Geico makes it easy. Just go to Geico.com anytime to update or check your policy without all the extra drama.
I even had a gift receipt.
Anyway, let me move on, for Christ's sake. That's a very good question. Thank you very much for asking. All right, we're taking more calls here. All right, 425-390-6146. We're talking about anything you want to talk about. We're talking about anything you want to talk about. How about, hey, somebody who's living in my city, 210, what's going on? How you doing? 210, you there? Yeah, well, I guess they hung up. How about 309? You're on the horn. What's going on?
Hey, Ghost, it's Jimmy. How you doing, man? Long time no speak.
Hey, what's going on to Jimmy Capitalist? How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm just finishing up my breakfast or dinner, depends. I'm going to work on night shift in about 5 minutes, 10 minutes time here, man. So I just wanted to call up and see how you're doing, and I wanted to say thanks, man, for the shout on eToro, man. That's fantastic service. I've been practicing my trading. It's excellent.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I hear that, since you've been practicing trading on the practice option there at eToro, that you have done a couple of investments and actually have gained 40% in the simulation. Am I correct?
Yeah, so, I mean, I was I was doing, based on your plays, and I was doing a little bit on the natural gas. Now, it's obviously been down a little bit in the last couple of days. But on one stock in particular, US natural gas, I made 40% on that stock alone, just on that single stock, based on your advice. So thanks firstly for the shout to the service to actually practice my trading, and secondly, thanks for the advice that actually attributes to making money. I mean, that's straight dope right there.
No, absolutely, man, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get people aware that these tools are there for everybody, even if you are somebody who's a worker, if you are a capitalist, if you are making your money, you want to be able to use the money you make in your labor and be able to take that money and be able to make more money out of it so that you can carve out your own destiny and be able to maintain or sustain or to attain a life that you want. And that's why I do what I do, man. I am trying to create as many capitalists as possible. These things are possible. The thing is that our education systems, whether in America or elsewhere across the globe, are not teaching people how to do this. And the reason is because they want to make people a permanent underclass. They want the bureaucrats to be in power. They want the corporatists to be in power. And I think that us capitalists, it's time for us to start rising up and saying that, hey, look, we pay the taxes, we own you little people, and you should start listening to us. And the only reason that they're not listening to us right now is because there's not enough of us. So that's why I'm trying to create capitalists, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, Jimmy, and I'm glad that you're partaking in this. I remember it wasn't too long ago where you thought that it wasn't even possible for you to do this. Now I believe that you're actually getting the confidence in believing that you can actually create some capital for yourself using this method. Am I correct?
Yeah, man, I thought I'd never be able to do this. I never thought I'd be able to stick some money in the stock market. I thought, someone like me has no hope against all these big fat cats with millions of dollars and stuff like that. But I thought, once you apply yourself and use your knowledge, man, I'm not going to try and sound as if I know what I'm talking about, but it's a lot easier than you think. It's nice, and it's good to know that I've got that ability to capitalize just as much as anyone else in the world, man.
No, you do, man. Hey, I want to thank you for calling up. I know you don't have too much time. You want to give any shout-outs or anything of that nature, Jimmy? And have a good evening at work, man. All right? Keep capitalizing.
Not a problem, man. Thank you. Just give a quick shout-out to Sergeant Yoda, 727 caller, Yorkshire Capitalist, and my friend Grim Capitalist. And finally, to Trumpin Capitalist, man. I love you, Trumpin. No hard feelings, man.
Hey, man, thank you very much there, Jimmy Capitalist. And I'm glad that you said that to Trumpin. He seems like he's a little shook up, to say the least. Have a good evening at work, and I'm glad that you're starting to do some trading out here. All right, I mean, that's what I'm trying to let everybody know. Anybody can do this, man. Anybody. All right, all you've got to do is listen to the first hour and understand how I came to these realizations of the market. And if you take that mentality and apply it to your own strategy, apply it to your own plays, you'll be able to make your own destiny. You'll be able to carve out your own sustenance. You don't need anybody but yourself, all right? Your own ambitions, your own wants. And that's why I do what I do, man. I want capitalists. Do you understand that? I want as many capitalists that I can create. That's why I'm giving this information for free, for Christ's sake, man. I'm shooting pearls. I'm shooting pearls. I'm shooting pearls to you people. I'm shooting pearls. That's why I'm saying, folks, because let me tell you, I know who is threatened by this information being free. It's these damn financial advisors. I'm not joking around. It's these damn financial advisors. They're afraid that if I continue to educate people for free, they're going to be put out of business. And you know what? They should be put out of business, for Christ's sake, man. I'm tired of, the average everyday person, the worker, the individual that goes 9 to 5 and busts their ass. These people give their livelihoods. They give their lives to these financial advisors. And why? I mean, why do they do it? You should be in charge of your financial destiny, man. You. No one is going to make you rich. You're going to make yourself rich. You're going to keep yourself rich. No one's going to care about you more than you. So that's why I do what I do, folks. I'm not joking around. I know there's a lot of people who hate me for whatever reason, and you know what? I don't care if you hate me. You understand what I'm saying? I love you, baby. I love you. You know what I'm saying? You can hate me all you want, man, but the reason that you hate me because you ain't me. The reason you hate me is because you're envious at my communication abilities and my ability to be able to relay information and have people to not only receive it, but to retain it and to apply it to their lives. That's why you hate me. You hate me because you don't have the knowledge that I possess. And it's not because I'm any better than anybody else. I just remember. All right, I got a photographic memory. I remember everything that I read. I remember everything that I do. I remember everything that I say. I remember everything. I mean, within reason, of course. I'm not one of these freaking idiot savants or anything, but you know what I'm saying, right? Anyway, folks, let's move on, all right? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to spark synapses in the brains of capitalists, baby, all right? Anyway, let's move on. Thank you very much, Jimmy Capitalist. Let's move on to some more people here. Once again, 425-390-6146 is the number to call if you want to participate in a little bit of some of this free format edition that we're pulling off here today on this Wednesday edition of the True Capitalist Radio Show. How about area code 765? What's going on, man?
Hey, Ghost. How you doing, man?
How you doing, man? I'm just chilling, basking on some of the profits that I made this morning and this afternoon. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm doing pretty well. I just had a few things to talk about Mike Pence, if that's all right with you.
Go right ahead, man. Free format. Go right ahead. Floor is yours, sir.
All right, man. Well, this just sort of goes out to everyone who is liking Mike Pence and whatnot. I was one of the people that called up in July when Trump was talking about basically having him as his running mate, and I started warming up to him a little bit. But then, that debate happened, and, everyone was falling hook, line, and sinker for him, and he sounds like a great guy. But everyone just seems to forget that this man, ever since he graduated high school, has been involved in politics since 1986. And
no, absolutely. That's exactly the reason why I said prior to the debate with Pence against Tim Kaine, that Pence was going to beat him hands down. He's a polished, classic, conservative cutout. You know what I mean? He was groomed for this. You could tell. I completely agree with you that Mike Pence is your classic freaking bureaucratic politician. But you can tell that this man was negotiated into the vice presidency because of the Republican Party. And what makes me even more tickled to death than anything else is now Donald Trump is going against the Republican establishment, calling out Paul Ryan and all the other Republican elites, because it has come out, I don't know if you know this, that Paul Ryan and the Republican establishment were the ones that leaked the old Trump tapes, locker room talk, and had everything in position post-leak in an attempt to try to remove Trump as the Republican nominee, and it failed. So let me tell you, Trump has not only the Democrats against him, the media against him, the international bureaucrats against him, the Pope against him. He's got his own party against him. So I completely understand what you're saying about Mike Pence. I'm a little suspicious about Mike Pence as well. We heard Ben Carson, of all people, talking garbage yesterday about Donald Trump, and that's not necessarily a good sign when Uncle Ben over here is going to talk garbage. So, I don't know what to think about Mike Pence at this time. He did reassure everybody that he is not leaving the campaign. Even though supposedly there was rumors that he was, and I heard him here in a speech here recently. He seems pretty gung-ho about selling Donald Trump. He was there on a speech by himself, stumping for Trump. Still sounded confident. So I hope that even though he is a bureaucratic establishment Republican, that he is not going to do anything internally to sabotage the Trump campaign, and I don't think he is. As a matter of fact, I think he's been a fairly decent compliment to Trump, to say the least.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is every one of these people, like John McCain and Paul Ryan, they all waited the day after Pence won the debate, not after Trump won the debate, but Pence, to start campaigning for Trump and Pence. And this as a reminder, I didn't expect the Bush family of any wrongdoing until this election, and I feel that that's how Mike Pence will be. He's just hiding and waiting for his moment, just like Bush Sr. So.
I really hope that that's not the case. But to be honest with you, just to tell a little bit of an inside story about the Bush family. The Bush family was the people that put out this particular locker room talk tape, all right? And the reason I'm saying this, folks, is because who was there in the conversation with Donald Trump? Billy Bush. That's right. Billy Bush is related to the Bush family, folks. He's George W.'s cousin, Billy Bush, all right? So it was the Bush crime family that literally taped this for future blackmail, and this is what these people do. I mean, this is what the Clinton crime family does. This is what the Bush crime family does, folks. Why do you think that you've got the whole Democratic Party establishment falling hook, line, and sinker for Hillary Rodham Clinton, and here you've got the email stating that not anybody really likes this broad. Nobody even really likes this broad, for Christ's sake, but the reason that they're doing it is because she will bring down the whole goddamn government if she is indicted. And they know it, man. Obama knows it. Everybody who's campaigning for her, stump speeching for her knows it as well. So that's why I'm saying, folks, all right? I mean, this is a setup. And this is not just the Democrats against Trump. This is the Republicans against Trump, for Christ's sake, man. You understand? This is the Republicans against Trump, for Christ's sake. And look, it doesn't matter what the mainstream media has done. It doesn't matter what the Republicans have done. The Democrats have done. Let me tell you something right now. It is not stopping the Trump train. Every time Donald Trump has a rally, thousands of people are showing up. Thousands. You understand that? Thousands. And that's why I'm saying, folks, you better go out and vote. Do you understand that, folks? You need to go out and stand in those polling lines, and you need to go out there and vote, for Christ's sake. I am not joking. If we don't do this, by God, we're going to be put into a communist, globalist situation, folks. I mean, Hillary Clinton isn't even denying it. She isn't even denying that she's trying to do this. She isn't even denying it, for Christ's sake. She isn't even denying it, folks. And that's why I'm trying to say, if you are not voting for Donald Trump, then you are anti-American. If you're not voting for Donald Trump, then by God, you're anti-American, for Christ's sake. And you should be deported with the rest of the Yehudis and the goddamn immigrants, as far as I'm concerned. I'm tired of these anti-American, leftist, liberal, communist scumbags. There's no negotiating with these diseased people. They need to be kicked out of the country. They need to be sent to Venezuela. They need to be sent to North Korea. They need to be sent to freaking communist countries so they can get a whiff of their own goddamn medicine. I'm not joking, folks. I think that we should freaking just kick these sons of bitches out. Kick them out. Sick-ass commie bastards. I'm not joking around. Let me tell you something, folks. If I was in charge, all right, Pinochet style is what would happen to the leftists in this country, all right? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, all right? Leftism, communism is a disease. It's a disease, for Christ's sake. And it's got to be systematically removed like any freaking termite or roach. I'm not joking around. Jesus Christ, I'm not joking around. You stupid commie bastards. I hate communists. Do you understand that? I hate communists. Do you understand that? Huh? I hate communists! Do you understand it? I hate communists! Do you understand that? I hate them! I hate them! I hate communists! I hate leftists! I hate socialists! I hate them! Good God, I hate them! Give me the mic. Give me the gun. I'm not joking around. These freaking communist, leftist, socialist scumbags, I hate each and every one of them. Whenever I hear, if I'm in a goddamn social setting, for Christ's sake, and they say that they're a leftist or they're a goddamn socialist or they're a damn Democrat or they're a damn liberal, I literally literally show them my back. All right? I don't want to talk to any of these people. I don't want to conversate with these people. I don't want to rationalize with these people. I don't even want to care about these people. I don't even want to care about these people. I'm sick of these goddamn communist scumbags, man. Pinochet style, baby. Pinochet style. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, folks, my apologies. We are now in the third and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get started on anything else, I'd like to remind everybody that every one of my episodes is free to download, absolutely free, at the following web address, blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, folks, if you haven't already done so, please follow me on Twitter. The Twitter name to follow is PoliticsGhost. All one word, no underscores. PoliticsGhost is the name to follow. All right? I mean, now that we got that all out of the way. And just a reminder, folks, I want to thank everybody who is that is receiving their Ghost autographs and that are posting them online. I thank you very much. I'm glad that you appreciate them and like them. Folks, we've handmade those. I handmade those myself, folks. Those are a literal small piece of art. They will definitely be worth money here in the next couple of months, I guarantee, especially after the election. All right? I mean, literally, all right? Each one of them are numbered, folks. And look, the engineer's autograph, folks, for you folks that have bought the engineer's autograph, it has been sent out this week. Give it some time. We're going to continue. I mean, look, it's the engineer, all right? Give him some credit here, all right? I mean, it takes him like literally 5 minutes to do one autograph, all right? Serious. I mean, look, right, engineer, I mean, it takes you a while, right? It takes him a while to do a little autograph here, so be patient. We've already thrown those out there, and, the engineer, unfortunately, cannot number these. He doesn't know how to count to 4, folks. I mean, literally, all right? He does not even know how to count to 4. So, once again, if you want to purchase either one of our autographs, go ahead. They're only going to be up for a limited more time, folks, and I'm going to take them down because I'm tired of the whole competition between Team Ghost and Team Engineer. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. But if you want to purchase an autograph, go ahead and go to your address bar right now, all right? Go ahead and go to your address bar and put in Ghost ghost.market, all right? Ghost.market in your address bar on your browser, and it'll take you to where yours truly's autograph and the engineer's autograph is currently being sold, all right? Anyway, folks, with that, I mean, let me get a little bit. Let me get some things off my chest first, and then we're just going to go ahead and go into Radio Graffiti, all right? Now, folks, I'm going to be completely honest with you. People have been tweeting at me on whether or not I'm going to be serious about this thing that I kind of just look. And you see, this is why I didn't even want to say anything about it, because now people are really wanting to do it, right? I mean, I just look. This was just something I was thinking about, all right? About the whole New Year's Eve party thing, all right? I mean, people are asking me legitimately, like, hey, you know, you're going to throw this on sale or something? Look, look, folks, I'm not sure if I want to do that, all right? Because I don't know if I want to dox myself right away, all right? I mean, even if people are going to BronyCon for $2,000 a person, BronyCon for $2,000, BronyCon for $2,000. Jesus Christ, man! I'm serious, man. Look, even with that, kind of potential. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm going to do it. And there's a lot of people that are tweeting at me saying that, hey, I'll go ahead and do it. I don't know. I don't know. But if I was going to do it, I mean, $2,000 for a freaking BronyCon, for Christ's sake, man. Jesus Christ, man. If I was to, charge anywhere from like $1,000 or $1,200, I'll make sure, y'all are going to be hooked up in a hotel room, for Christ's sake, man. Have an itinerary or something. You know what I'm saying? Like there's going to be something to do all the time or something like that. Freaking $2,000 for BronyCon. Good God. But look, I don't know if I'm going to do that. I know people have been asking me. You know what I'm saying? I know that people are like, hey, I want to go. I would love to spend New Year's Eve with you. And look, I don't know. All right, I don't know. But I guarantee you, if I was to do something like that and charge anywhere from $1,200 or something like that, not only will you have a hotel room itinerary, I mean, I'm going to have an open bar. I mean, we're going to be popping bottles of Moet, baby. I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be bimbos everywhere, for Christ's sake. It's going to be a classic capitalist get-together. You understand? We're going to be celebrating New Year's Eve in style, baby. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not joking around. I mean, even if I got to pay for high-class bimbos to be around there to talk to some of you people, I'm not joking around. I'm not kidding. I'm that serious. But I don't even know why I'm getting all hype about this, man. This is all just preliminary crap. And if I was going to pull the trigger on this, I guess I got to do this here soon, but I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure, man. All right? I'm not even sure. Anyway, folks, let's just go ahead and get to some early Radio Graffiti. And, look, I'm going to be completely honest with you, folks. I don't know how long this is going to last because, I mean, you hear these people on Radio Graffiti, man. And I'm going to be honest with you. I made a lot of money today. And I really don't feel like taking any of you goddamn troll terrorist or cyber vermin's crap, all right? I'm serious. I'm not joking around. I mean, I made lots of money today in the market. You heard it in the first hour, all right? I mean, I could be going out to, I don't know where the hell to go out here. There's a couple of places out here in San Antonio, but, it ain't like Austin, but I can go somewhere, all right? I can go somewhere, for Christ's sake, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to turn this into a Fruit Bowl Wednesday, boy. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, let's go ahead and let's get to some Radio Graffiti then, all right? Hey, do we got any Radio Graffiti calls, engineer? All right. Well, folks, it's about time for that everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, and I'm talking about Radio Graffiti. That's right, folks. Radio Graffiti, the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you've got to do is give me a call right now at area code 425-390-6146. And when I call on your area code, you've got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why we call this Radio Graffiti, all right? Now, the engineer told us we already have calls, and I'm looking at the switchboards. They are lit up, so let's just go ahead and get to Radio Graffiti right now. All right, who do we got here, folks? How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
Oi, bye. 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 Oi, Gewalt.
Jesus Christ. Oy vey, shut it down.
When you don't go to geico.com, car insurance can be confusing. Like Swedish techno confusing.
Bark, bark, meow, meow. Dance with me, purple cow. Bark, bark, meow, meow. Ooh, you lovely cow.
Geico makes it easy. With 24/7 access, all you have to do is go to geico.com and you could save money on car insurance. It just makes sense. Unlike, you know.
Dance with me, purple cow. I like your moves.
When you don't go to geico.com, car insurance can be confusing. Like Swedish techno confusing.
Bark, bark, meow, meow. Dance with me, purple cow. Bark, bark, meow, meow. Ooh, you lovely cow.
Geico makes it easy. With 24/7 access, all you have to do is go to geico.com and you could save money on car insurance. It just makes sense. Unlike, you know.
Dance with me, purple cow. I like your moves.
Good God. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti? Vote 73 Radio Graffiti. Did you actually orchestrate that song literally, for Christ's sake? I mean, damn it! I'm tired of that song! I'm tired of that song! Damn it, man, I'm tired of that song! I'm tired of that goddamn song, for heaven's sake, man! One time the goddamn engineer played that, and my life has been a living hell ever since! Jesus Christ, man! They actually put that song in orchestra form, for heaven's sake! In orchestra form! Good, Jesus, give me the mic. Give me the goddamn mic, for Christ's sake, man! You see this engineer, goddammit, do you see it? They keep doing it, Shut up! Just shut up and shut your mouth, they won't stop, and it's your fault! It's your fault, engineer, goddammit, say you're sorry, say you're sorry! Jesus Christ! I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry here, man. I'm sorry. I'm tired of that song. I'm just tired of hearing it. I'm tired of hearing the melody. I mean, one time it was played, and you people have never let me live it down, for heaven's sake, man. Jesus Christ. 919 Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
This is True Betrayal Radio. True Betrayal Radio.
This sheer distance consolidated that many of these special summons, most common operatives, and many of Ghost's
Do in fact death, give him betrayal, or give him death. Broadcasting from his...
I'm not even going to let that finish playing because I don't want to hear it, all right? I don't want to hear about the betrayal, all right? That crap still hurts. It still hurts. It right here in my heart. I don't want to hear it. So shut up. Jesus Christ, man. 504 Radio Graffiti.
What's going on, Ghost? It's so right, dude. I don't give a shout out to you, an engineer, shout out to Dara Hawks, the Running Network, and I'm the New Year party.
I know that you're saying a bunch of positive things, man, but you're, I don't know, you need to stop downloading porn or something because it's, it's messing with the voice packets coming up to the server, and you sound like, Stephen Hawking's batteries going out, for Christ's sake. I mean, come on, man. How about 908 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost, what's going on, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. See, I have a very interesting question for you, Ghost. If you could switch lives with anyone in the entire world for one day, who would you switch it with and why?
I never wanted to be anybody else. I can honestly say that. I've never wanted to be anybody else. And I can honestly say that with 100% certainty. I mean, I've never wanted to be anybody else. Anybody! So I hope that answers your question because I wouldn't switch lives with anybody, baby. You understand that? I never wanted to be anybody else. Who else do we got here? How about 813 Radio Graffiti? 813, you there? Yeah, Jesus Christ, I don't know what the hell that's about. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
Because before the show, this chick was sucking my dick.
Now, shut up! Get Andrew Silverstein off my show! Get Andrew Silverstein off my show! Jesus Christ. Who the hell else do we have going on over here? How about area code, how about 614 Radio Graffiti?
Karaskin, I just got a full-time job, so I'll give you $100 to draw Ghost and I surrounded by the entire OU football team in the tub. Oh, my.
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch, some guy, goddammit! Look, don't remind me, all right? Don't remind me about the Red River Showdown. Don't remind me. I don't want to hear it. I blame Charlie Strong's dumb cue ball ass. Or I should say 8-ball in his case. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Give me the goddamn mic, for Christ's sake. God damn it, tough guy, you son of a bitch. You'll fruit up my goddamn broadcast, for Christ's sake. I can already smell the butt crack around here. You're fruiting it up so goddamn much, man. Jesus Christ, man. I'm telling you, idiots, man, I will end this show. Do you understand that? I'll end this show, faster than you idiots can say, oh. You son of a bitch. I'm Jesus Christ. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. All right, shut up, scumbag. All right, we get it. 205 Radio Graffiti.
Free blowjobs for Donald Trump.
Son of a bitch. I'm warning you. this up. I am out of here. I am out. I am out of here. You son of a bitch. I am out. I'm not joking around. Keep this up, boy. Keep this son of a bitch up. Give me the mic. Sick son of a bitch, man. That's sick, man. It's sick. 250 Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost. How's it going today?
How you doing?
Pretty good. Just a question for you. I know that you don't like drag queens, and I agree with you. Now, what I was wondering is if I know you sampled what's her name? That tranny. Who's that tranny's name that's famous on your show?
What? Which one? I don't know. There's a few of them.
I can't remember, but anyways, I can tweet at you. I'm just wondering if you, Amy Daly. I was wondering if you can. I know you've tested her out before, and I was wondering if you can hook me up with her before she gets the operation.
Wait, what'd you say? That I tested her out before? Is that what you said?
No, I said I know that you've tested her out before, and I hope you're done with her because I like the piece of her.
You son, get this idiot! Get out of here, you son of a bitch! I mean, give me a break. You people are sick, twisted pricks, all right? Jesus Christ, man. Anonymous Radio Graffiti!
This is True Arrested Radio. True Arrested Radio.
I can't get away from this cartoon face slap.
The badass of air nudity himself.
Give him $5 commissions, I'll give him that.
I'm Bill. I'm going to make money out of this. It's going to make me a couple of cash at least.
Broadcasting live from the eye of the storm in West Coast, Florida.
I wouldn't say that. I would say moderate nudity.
And now he'll take it from here. Your host, the master of enemy hentai himself, the traitor they call.
No, come on, man. Come on. I don't want to remember that. I don't want to remember that, man. Why do y'all keep rubbing that in my face, man? I don't want to remember that, you son of a bitch. Just shut up with that crap. Shut up! 224 Radio Graffiti. Jesus fucking Helen Keller, deaf mute, for Christ's sake. God damn it, why are you even on the horn? 484 Radio Graffiti. Some pretty good guitar there, man. Pretty decent guitar, not bad. How about 832 Radio Graffiti?
Hello, Ghost. This is Gimmick the Gay Proxy, and I was wondering if maybe we can have some gay anal sex with the Trumping capitalists, aka the Jewish Zionists.
You son of a bitch, you stupid frog! Damn it, leave Trump alone! Damn it, leave Trump and capitalists alone, you sons of bitches! Especially you stupid frog! Leave Trump and capitalists alone! Leave them alone, man! Give me the mic. So what? He's Jewish, man. What's the problem with that? What's the problem with him liking matzo balls? What's the problem? There's nothing wrong with that, for Christ's sake, man. Leave him alone. Don't worry, Trumpin', man. I understand where you're coming from. L'chaim, all right, man? I'm riding with you, man. Don't worry about it. Who else do we got here? We got Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
You walk down the street, you're in Toontown. You look and see garbage all over the street, you're in Toontown. Up and down the street, there ain't nothing but trash. Nigger girls trying to get a nigger boy cash. Then you even see a spook with a big mustache in Toontown.
I mean, where do you all find this dumb shit-kicking hick redneck racist music? Where do you all find this crap, man? I mean, is this a big contingent of the freaking underground redneck music scene, for heaven's sake? I mean, give me a break, man. Are you kidding me? Freaking weirdo hicks, man. Weirdo hicks. Jesus Christ. 412 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost and his mother lived alone in a small trailer on a hill. Ghost kept to himself, trading stocks and playing with his cans, as his mom watched Alex Jones on Infowars.com. Life was simple, and they were both happy. That was until the day Ghost's mom heard a voice from the internet. Your son has become corrupted by capitalism. He needs to be saved. Oh, my. I will do my best to...
Shut this disgusting... Jesus Christ! Shut up with that fan fiction, sick-twisted, borderline butt-stalker story crap, man! It's disgusting! It's disgusting, man! Oh my God! You know what? I don't know how much longer I can take of this. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm almost about done with this. I'm almost done with this. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Look, I'm serious, man. I don't need to be taking this. I have made a lot of profits today. All right, did you all hear me in the first hour there? Or were you whacking off to tribal nudity or something on the freaking Discovery Channel, you sick sons of bitches? Jesus Christ. Who else do we have going on over here, for Christ's sake? How about Anonymous Radio Goddamn Graffiti?
We got Scarlet Moon Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ, man. Look, I'm gonna take a couple more because I'm not gonna end on that son of a bitch, all right? I'm not gonna end on that son of a bitch, all right, you son of a bitch? I'm not gonna end on that son of a bitch, you son of a bitch.
Son of a gun. You thought I was gonna say son of a bitch, didn't you?
You son of a bitch. Damn it! What the hell are you doing? Don't compare me to Porky Pig, you son of a bitch! Don't compare me to Porky Pig! Don't compare me to Porky goddamn Pig, you son of a bitch! I'm not a freaking ham bone! Just shut up! I'm not a freaking ham bone! Shut up! I'm not a freaking ham bone! Give me the freaking mic. Give me the mic! Give me the mic! You son of a bitch! Jesus Christ, man. I'm not a freaking ham bone! Man, Jesus Christ. Who else do we have going on over here? For Christ's sake! Who else do we have here? How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
What is up, BTR Nation? I'm your host, Killer Ghost Star. Let's get right into the news. Fuck this. I'm on Pal Talk with my hands up. I'm not starting my fucking self, you fucking bitch. This stupid fucking Justice All fucking Righteous WAP G is doing this shit. You fucking WAP. I swear to fucking God. Everybody in this inner circle Pal Talk type G is a stupid WAP. Fuck him. Why am I still getting hate?
Well, what the hell was that? Was that supposed to be a simulation of Keemstar, for Christ's sake? Go shove a goddamn cannoli up your ass, all right, you stupid, dumb spaghetti, meatball, linguine-eating son of a bitch. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
But this is Henry Kissinger. I just want to tell you that.
Yeah, shut up. That didn't even sound like Henry Kissinger. Why don't you do the German accent that he has? Yeah, yes, I am Henry Kissinger, and the New World Order will come, and the New World Order will finally come about. And why don't you do something like that, you dumbass? Jesus Christ! Anyway, who else do we have going on over here? We got another anonymous Radio Graffiti.
What's going on in the ghost inner circle? All right? Inside me.
You son of a bitch. Get this shit. Get up! I'm tired of it! Stop tired of it! Stop talking about the inner circle! You understand that, you troll terrorists and cyber vermin? Don't talk about the inner circle! Those are my friends! Those are my friends, you son of a bitch! Don't talk about the inner circle! Do not talk about the inner circle, for Christ's sake! Jesus Christ, man! Don't talk about the inner circle, man! Give me the mic! Give me the mic! Don't talk about the inner circle. They're my friends, man. It's my family there, man. Jesus Christ, you sons of bitches, man. Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, hold on, I think, what is this? What is this, Engineer? Engineer just handed me something. I think Trump and Capitalist has something to say here. Hey, Trump, what's going on, man? You get an apology or something? What's going on?
Yes, I do. Good evening, everybody. My name is the Trump and Capitalist, and I want to deeply apologize to everybody for my on-air meltdown. It was completely childish and completely unacceptable, and I also wanted to apologize to everybody in the OG Capitalist Army chat. And because of my actions there were completely unacceptable as well, and I hope that you do not hold this account against me, because I feel completely dirty and I feel completely like I let some of you down, and unfortunately I have no other way to amend this except make an apology to everybody, and I hope you do not hold this against me.
Well, what the hell happened? What's going on here, Trump? And I'm completely out of the loop. What the hell did you do? What's going on here? I mean, can you enlighten us here?
Well, unfortunately, first I wanted to apologize for my on-air meltdown I heard earlier today about, the Jewish jokes. And for some of you that do not know, I was actually target of some Jewish jokes on Twitter and on Radio Graffiti, as you just heard. And unfortunately, I had a complete meltdown. I acted very personally, and I acted in an unacceptable way. And unfortunately,
you had a meltdown? What kind of a meltdown did you have, man? I mean, what's going on? I mean, did you say some stuff on text chat? I mean, what's a meltdown? What was the meltdown about? I don't get it.
Unfortunately, I did say a couple of things on Twitter saying, out of anger, saying that this would be my last appearance and how, I was not going to do the blog, but that was out of complete anger, and I apologize for it. And I completely feel dirty about it.
Oh, man, what, are you kidding me? Just because you're Jewish, man? I mean, what is this, Jewish guilt, man? What's going on here, man? This is not you. This is not the Trump and Capitalist that I know, man. What's going on, man?
Nothing's going on personally. Nothing has happened within the last couple of days. Just, that doxing incident is still on my mind, still fresh on my mind. But today was just not a good day, and unfortunately, the stress of work and the stress of meeting demands have gotten to me, and unfortunately it got to my emotions and all the jokes I took too personally, and unfortunately it got to my better side, and unfortunately I had snapped today, and I feel completely dirty for it, and I am very, very sorry.
Oh, man, Trumpin. Well, I'm glad you at least apologized. I had no idea that you were, having a meltdown on Twitter here. I had no idea here. Let me see. I got to see this for myself, Trumpin. All right, I want to see, what you were saying here. If you were having a meltdown. What is going on here? All right, I mean, I have to see all this because what you admitted you were Jewish, for Christ's sake. I mean, what is everybody in like your chat room saying? No das Juden or something? I mean, is that what they're saying? No das Juden. No das Juden. I mean, I don't get it, man. I guess I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, man, what's going on here? Come on, Trumpin. Everything's all right, man. All right, everything's okay. All right. Everything's going to be all right. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, let me move on with the freaking radio graffiti calls here, man. Anyway, I'm glad that you got that off your chest, Trumpin. I mean, come on, man. Everything's going to be all right come on. How about anonymous radio graffiti?
It goes. It's the real fat tuna. Yesterday I was listening to your show, eating my taco pizza, until I realized you were being mean to my Italian friends, including my best.
Well, you know what you sound like? You sound like a white dude trying to sound black is what you sound like. You don't even sound like an Italian, for heaven's sake. Jesus Christ. You sound like a white guy trying to be black. Good God. Anonymous radio graffiti. What? You choired that song? You choired that? Jesus! I'm done! I've had enough! Damn it, I've had enough of this crap already, man! I've had enough of this garbage, man!
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can seem intense. Like breakup R&B intense.
I thought you said you loved the sweater that I got you. If you didn't, you could have told me.
Geico makes it easy. Just go to Geico.com anytime to update or check your policy without all the extra drama.
I even had a gift receipt.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be hard. Like early 90s heavy metal hard.
I'm yelling and screaming and I'm loud. Roar!
Geico makes it easy. You can review and update your policy or report a claim on Geico.com or the Geico mobile app. Because shouldn't we all have a little less stress in our lives?
I'm not even upset about anything!
Man, I'm telling you, man, I am tired of this garbage, man. Look, one time the engineer did this crap, and you idiots keep on. You keep on and keep on. You keep picking at it. You keep bringing it up. You keep opening the goddamn wound, for Christ's sake. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of this. I'm going to end the show early. You people are scumbags. Seriously, man. I'm not joking around. I'm ending the show, for Christ's sake. I mean, the bottom line is that I'm coming up here all the damn time. I'm giving you hours upon hours upon hours upon freaking hours of my life. And none of you have any goddamn appreciation for it, man. Nobody. I mean, just look. Just look, man. Just look at this goddamn Fruit Bowl Wednesday. This Fruit Bowl Wednesday that you... Damn, I wish this was your face. I wish this was your goddamn face. I wish this was your face. I wish this was your face. You know what? Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Let me tell you something. You scumbags! I'm telling you, I blame, and I will continue to blame, and I will continue to blame, and I will continue to blame single whore mother larva for this. Single whore mother larva is what I blame for all this crap that we are witnessing on this show. Single whore mother larva. And I'm tired of it. It makes me sick. It makes me, you know what, give me the belt. Give me my belt. God, give me my goddamn belt. Give me my belt. For Christ's sake. I'm going to take you dumbasses to the woodshed, you troll terrorist, cyber vermin, you single whore mother larva. I'll take your ass to the woodshed. I'm telling you, good. Yeah. That's right, you take that. I ain't made a man of you yet, boy. You son of a bitch. And bring your single whore mother in here, too. I want to give her a trip to the woodshed. You bring your single dirty dish rag whore mother. You bring her to the woodshed. Put a cork in it next time, you sturdy dish rag whore slut. Next time, put a condom on it. Next time, swallow, you stupid, dumb, single whore trash mother. You're bringing in the goddamn pussification of America. You son of a bitch. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry I'm going off keister. I'm sorry I'm going off keister, but are you listening to this? Are you listening to this? I mean, this is what I got to take every single day. Every day. Every goddamn day. This is what I got to deal with, folks, all right? I'm over here. I'm just trying to produce a decent online show, and this is the kind of crap I got to deal with. Listen to it. Listen to it. Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm getting the hell out of here, you son of a bitch. And you people, look at them on Twitter. They're liking it. They're liking it. Look at them. They're getting off on it, for Christ's sake, man. They're getting off. I mean, you sick sons of bitches, for Christ's sake, man. You're sick. Oh, you know, I'm getting the hell out of here, folks. Seriously, I'm not putting up with this. This is getting sick. I had a good day in the markets today. I refuse, okay? I refuse to allow a bunch of stupid troll terrorists and cyber vermin to ruin my day. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end the show early is what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do, you sorry sacks of crap. I'm going to end the show early because you people are a bunch of unappreciative troll terrorists and cyber vermin jerks, all right? And I think that each and every one of you should be respecting me. You should be giving me some goddamn respect. You should be putting some respect on my name, boy. You should be putting some respect on my goddamn name. You son of a bitch. I'm calling you all out, man. All of you, put some respect on my goddamn name. Jesus Christ, man. Good God, man. I'm telling you, you better put some respect on my goddamn name, boy. Put some goddamn respect on my name, all right? I'm sorry, folks. I mean, look, I had a good day on the markets today, man. I shouldn't even have to be putting up with this crap. I'm serious. I shouldn't even have to be putting up with this garbage, man. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, look, I guess I may come back tomorrow. I don't freaking know, all right? Bookmark the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. It is blogtalkradio.com/ghost, all right? blogtalkradio.com/ghost, all right, is the website to go to, all right? Every one of my episodes is there to download absolutely free. It's not like you people give a crap. I'm just some avenue to besmirch, huh? I'm just somebody that you could just, Jesus Christ. I'm tired of it, man. I'm serious. I'm just so tired of it. Put some respect on my name, man. Put some goddamn respect on my name. Son of a bitch, man. Anyway, if you haven't already done so, please follow me on Twitter, all right? The Twitter name to follow is PoliticsGhost, all right? All one word, no underscores. PoliticsGhost is the name to follow, all right? Jesus Christ. I can't believe that you idiots have turned this into a Fruit Bowl Wednesday, man. I mean, I tried to have a little bit of a good time out here, try to put some freaking free format edition, try to extend radio graffiti, the whole 9 yards. But you see, folks, this is what I keep saying. This is why we can't have nice goddamn things, you sorry sacks of crap, all right? You sorry sacks of crap. So I'm just tired of it. I'm getting the hell out of here, okay? And, of course, if you want any of yours truly or the engineer, his autograph, for Christ's sake, go ahead and put in your browser right now, address bar, type in ghost.market. That is ghost.market, for Christ's sake, all right? Once again, these autographs are going to be a limited time. You're seeing them being retweeted by those that are getting them. And, of course, we have already sent the engineers' autographs and some more ghost autographs this week. We're going to continue to send more of them. So, once again, sorry for the delay, but thanks to Zazzle and the United States Postal Service, for Christ's sake, we had an unfortunate delay, and I want to extend my apologies for those that are waiting in anticipation of their for their particular autograph, whether it's yours truly or whether it's an engineer. I can't believe that you turned this into True Fruit Bowl Radio. I just can't believe it. Anyway, listen, go ahead, ghost.market. All right, they're only going to be up for a limited time. Every one of them is handmade, hand-signed, folks. You are purchasing an autograph here. All right? Anyway, folks, I'm pissed off, man. I'm pissed off. I'm getting the hell out of here. All right, I'll be back here tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, okay? And I'm here every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right? blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And one more time, follow me on Twitter. PoliticsGhost is the name to follow, folks. Anyway, I'm getting the hell out of here. I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. What the hell is it, Templeton? God damn it. What the hell is it? See, now I got Templeton all riled up, for Christ's sake. You see this? See what you all did? Now you got Templeton all riled up, you son of a bitch. What is it, Templeton? What's your problem? Come here. What is it? What is it? Come here, Templeton. What's your problem? Why are you crying? Why are you crying? What is it? What is it? Are you hungry or something? Is that it? You're hungry? Oh, come on! You're hungry? Oh. Templeton, for Christ's sake. Hold on. I'm about to end the show. Hold on. All right? Anyway, folks, thank you very much for tuning in with me. I got Templeton over here wanting something to munch over here. Okay? So, without any further ado, thank you for tuning in with me. Tomorrow I'll be here 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I hope that you don't turn this into a freaking bathhouse Thursday tomorrow, you sorry sacks of crap. Anyway, I am out of here. Long live the capitalist army, and death to feminism, death to socialism, death to communism, and death to totalitarianism. What is it, Templeton? What is it, Templeton? You hate communists? You hate communists, Templeton? I hate communists too. That's right. Long live the capitalist army, baby. Long live the capitalist army. You can't stop us. No one can stop us. That's it. Capitalism or death.